The anticipation has been building. It's Region 10 football back under the lights on a Friday night. The matchup you've all been waiting for. Get ready for Region 10 football. It's time. Incredible. Beautiful hierarchy throw right into the hands. What a catch. He levels the boom. Big run, Danny. What a catch. And it's in for the score. Southern Utah, the anticipation has been building. It's Region 10 football back under the lights on a Friday night. The matchup you've all been waiting for. Get ready for Region 10 football. It's time. Incredible. Beautiful hierarchy throw right into the hands. What a catch. He levels the boom. Big run, Danny.
High School for region game number 1 between two crosstown rivals as the Mustangs of Crimson Cliffs. They come in at 2-1 and they'll take on the Thunder. Likewise 2-1. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff with you tonight here on the simulcast, and glad you're with us here inside of our pregame show presented by Findlay Subaru. Did you know Findlay is accepting school donations for kids in our area as they go back to school? Stop in by Findlay Subaru today and help out kids in our area. And Paul, one common opponent, Spanish Fork, between these two teams that they have played in the preseason, and identical records, and we think this is going to be a good one between two of the top teams in Region 10 football this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Crimson, I'll just start with them. They started the season off strong with a 10-3 win over Green Canyon to open the season, and then a resounding 35-7 win over Spanish Fork, and then fell last week 49-7 against Timpview. Keys for me for him tonight, Mason Topalian. He's a bruiser, dynamic acceleration. He's got some of the best speed in the region. He exhibited that in his 4-carry, 136-yard performance against Spanish Fork.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams tout running backs that are really, really good. I mean, you know, I was talking all day with a lot of people on the air, on the show, and saying, hey, I think this game will be won in the trenches. I think the team that can really, you know, establish that line of scrimmage is going to have a big advantage, because you got to be able to establish the run. Both these teams have talented backs, McCord, Christiansen, and Mason Topalian, the guy you just mentioned for Crimson, and then Tide Morris and Kona Crowell. Crowell is an unbelievable talent, and he played at Crimson last year before moving over to Desert Hills to play for the Thunder in his senior season. Both these teams tonight are going to see underclassmen at quarterback, still Barbin for the Mustangs. Been a good start to the season for the junior quarterback. Obviously tough to find too much of any kind of offense last week, but he did account for 1 passing and 1 rushing touchdown in that 49-13 loss to a really good 5A Timpview that I think is going to give Lehigh all they want this year for the state title if they're fortunate enough to get the Pioneers in the state title. And then, you know, with Noah Fuatololo still out with the injury to the knee, it's the Barbin show and Bo Walsh show. Bo we trust right now for the Thunder. So you got two, you know, young, talented, hungry, and very, very equipped quarterbacks to get the job for their respective teams tonight.
Absolutely, some young gunslingers here, poised, young, still learning, of course, the maturation process ongoing for both quarterbacks. Bo Wall, we saw one of his first games against Cedar Valley, where his first start, where he looked not prepared in the first half, but then that maturation and the coming into his own came in the second half, and they were able to come back and win that game. And then Steele Barbin on the ground, through the air. The guy can do both. He's a great athlete, just one of the best on the team. and I think this is going to be a great duel between these two gunslingers tonight.
Absolutely. Again, Finley Subaru bringing the pregame show. We'll take a quick timeout. They've moved the kickoff back just 5 minutes. 5 minutes, so it's going to be a 7:05 kickoff tonight. Hot temperatures in the STG. So try to get a little shade on the home side of the grandstands, and just 5 minutes, so 7:05 kickoff tonight. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Rick Barry, his thoughts on last week's game, and a look ahead at his thoughts on tonight, the crosstown rival. It's Desert Hills hosting Crimson Cliffs on Fox Sports Southern Utah. Don't go away.
Did you?
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
I'm Bo Bradshaw, owner of Bo's Auto Parts. I want to watch the game as well, so I'll make this quick. When you come into Bo's Auto Parts, our store mission is simple: supply our customers with the best auto parts and the best customer service we can provide. Come on by and see if we can deliver.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Here with Coach Rick Barry.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared.
Finley pregame show. Dusty Allen producing on Region10Sports.tv. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff here in the broadcast booth. Caught up with Coach Rick Barry of the Desert Hills Thunder. Here's what Coach had to say about the region opener tonight against the Mustangs. Here with Coach Rick Barry. Here we go, Coach. Preseason in the books, 3 games down. You guys are 2-1, and region play starts tonight with Crimson Cliffs. Give me a little overview and how fun that's going to be for you and your staff to go up against Wayne and his staff and get region play underway.
Yeah, we know each other very well. You know what? This is what we play for. You know, we put a schedule together in preseason, but this is really where it starts in region play, and we're excited to have Crimson and host them coming in. Very well coached. We know what they do. They know what we do. They're very aggressive. They're young. They fly around, and I think they've surprised people. They haven't surprised me whatsoever, and I said this at the beginning of the year. I think Crimson's going to be one of those teams that's going to surprise a lot of people and be very competitive, not only in the region but outside of the region.
Talk to me a little bit about, you know, injuries are part of the sport, but Noah Fuatololo goes down with the injury. Bo Wall's been running the show the last 2 weeks. Talk a little bit about Bo and how his confidence is rising and how he's been able to step in.
Well, Bo's done everything we've asked of him. You know, it's a sophomore coming in, and he's got to learn, and I think this is the best way for him, you know, is to get some playing experience. He's got 2 games under his belt now. Every week he gets better. He's got a full week of practice, so I expect good things from Bo. Bo's very athletic. I have all the confidence in Bo that he can get things done.
Talk to me X's and O's. How fun is this going to be for your staff to prepare for Crimson? And, you know, maybe give me a couple keys offensively and defensively you're stressing with the guys before the game tonight.
Well, X's and O's is always fun. I mean, it's a chess match. But the biggest thing is, Devin, and I said this to the team last week, and, you know, we didn't play real well against Spanish, and we lost the battle in the trenches, and that's where it's won and lost. So we got to do a better job up front on both sides of the ball. We got to get them off the field, and we got to maintain some drives and take some time off the clock and do the things that we do. So our big guys up front, they got to get it done.
What else have you learned about this team so far through 3 games, maybe through film or just through the results?
Well, and I said this, you know, a couple of weeks ago when we played Cedar Valley, you know, when we got down 21 points at halftime. There's no quit in them. You know, even though we were a little bit flat last week, we didn't quit. We played to the end. So, from a coaching standpoint, you love that. You love that they're going to battle every week and give you everything they have. So we just got to clean some things up. We just got to be better at execution on both sides of the ball, do the things that we know how to do, and we'll be okay.
Any trickeration planned for tonight? Got any surprises, any new plays put in or wrinkles put in this week?
Never say. Never say.
We'll talk about that in the postgame show.
Exactly.
Coach Rick Barry, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Seth.
This week's Player Spotlight leading up to the very part of the long line of great coaches that have come under Coach Blaine Munkers was DC on 2 separate occasions. That's the similarity Coach Wayne Olafipo has with Coach Barry. He was the defensive coordinator and got his start under Coach Blaine Munkers. Flyers have a bye tonight. They are 2-1. Crimson Desert Hills meet in what we have tabbed as our game of the week. What stood out from what Coach Barry told us right there, Paul? Anything resonate with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that talking about Bo Wall as sophomore quarterback, that he's done everything they've asked of him, and that stuck out to me because in the maturation process of a young quarterback, there's going to be ups and downs, and it looks like Coach Barry is more than willing to be along for the ride with Bo Wall in his growth as a quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking at a 7:05 kickoff, so we pushed it back 5 minutes. Hot temperatures, Paul. 107, 108 today. It feels like I was down on the turf talking with both coaches before the game. The turf temperature is even hotter down the field, so they've bumped it back just a few minutes here. So we got a nice long pregame show to break this game down from every angle, and we'll take another 60-second timeout. More of the Finley Subaru pregame show when we come back. We'll talk with our player spotlight tonight. Our player spotlight tonight, Kona Crowell. We'll get to know him a little bit when we return here, getting you ready for Desert Hills Crimson Cliffs on Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Applying asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Captains are heading out to midfield. There is the captains, Brooke Christiansen, Taven Mortensen, Noah Fuatololo there, exchanging some love with Sweeten. You've got, of course, still Barbin. Cummings is out there, Stu Taufa, Andrus. So captains are meeting. Time for our player spotlight here. And it's brought to you by our friends at Bose Auto Parts. Caught up with Kona Crowell. This week's player spotlight leading up to the region opener between Desert Hills and Crimson Cliffs. Kona Crowell with me here. Kona, thanks for stopping by. First off, introduce your parents.
My parents, Richard Crowell, Tiana Pate. Born and raised in Hawaii all my life. They've raised me up there too. It's just a blessing to come up here, have this opportunity to play.
When did you first start playing football?
My dad made me play football.
Cut out of that interview, had some technical difficulties there. We'll see if we can get that reloaded for you. But Kona Crowell has been a welcome addition to this Desert Hills offense, Paul. I mean, this kid can flat out get it done, can play a little bit of defense, can play really, really good, obviously, at running back, but he can catch the ball in the backfield as well.
Yeah, the two-headed monster, Tyden Morris and Kona Crowell, is one of the best in the region. The ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, get that speed on the edge and keep going upfield. He's one of the best to do it in the region and one of the best on the Thunder. That two-headed monster is just unstoppable.
Gotta love technology there. We lost that clip. Dusty's working feverishly to try to get it back, but talked a little bit about his favorite player. I asked him a little bit about coming over from Crimson. He said it's just another game. It'll be fun to play against some old buddies. Really kind of downplayed that. Just a really humble kid. And with hot temperatures in a Region 9 showdown tonight, we'll see what Kona Crowell can get done for Desert Hills as they have headed off the field, as they will do their Thunder walk, and they'll crank up some AC/DC, of course, and get some Thunderstruck going. I thought it was very smart, and something to point out, Crimson did not have their shoulder pads on for the early warm-up period.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It was interesting, maybe to keep the heat down.
Exactly.
Keep those guys fresh. I mean, they were suited up full gear over on the Desert Hills side. But, yeah, that could be an advantage, keeping a little weight off you in the pregame. That could be definitely something.
No question about that. Do we have that clip? Okay, let's go back to Kona Crowell, our player spotlight of the Desert Hills Thunder. Here. This week's player spotlight leading up to the region opener between Desert Hills and Crimson Cliffs. Kona Crowell with me here. Kona, thanks for stopping by. First off, introduce your parents.
My parents, Richard Crowell, Tiana Pate. Born and raised in Hawaii all my life. They raised me up there too. It's just a blessing to come up here, have this opportunity to play.
When did you first start playing football?
My dad made me play football since I was 5.
Wow.
It wasn't really my thing at first, but I started to love the game the more I played, and it's just, I love it now.
Only sport you play now, football?
Yeah.
I love it. Who's the best athlete in your family?
Gotta be humble, but it's me. Sorry to say it. So my family watching, it's me. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's your favorite pregame meal? Is there a meal your mom cooks you on game day you absolutely love?
I mainly just eat a bowl of cereal, Fruity Pebbles or cinnamon. But my mom really doesn't cook me anything. It's mainly me. But yeah, cereal's the move.
Hey, that's a good, safe call. Any pregame superstitions for you on a game? Do you got to listen to this, or you got to put your sock on first, or you got to wear a certain lucky charm or anything like that?
I usually just pray to my Lord and Savior. That's pretty much it. You know, he got all I need. Go to him for everything. That's pretty much it.
You playing against Crimson, you know, you moved into Desert Hills boundary, played with those guys. What's that going to be like, strapping on the helmet going against some of your old friends?
It's going to be fun, to say the least, but it's just another game. We just got to do my thing and just ball out. That's really it.
Kona Crowell with me here. Favorite NFL player, Kona? Somebody you like to emulate or really like watching on Sundays?
Alvin Kamara, for sure.
Ooh, good call.
The way he moves, the way he reads the holes, catch the ball, he can run it, he can do it all.
Any individual goals you've set for yourself and any team goals you can tell me about for this season for the Thunder?
Not really individual goals, but team goals is, you know, take the States, represent my hometown back in Hawaii. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kona Crowell, our player spotlight. Good luck tonight against the Mustangs, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
That was Kona.
Southern Utah, the anticipation.
Kid, I mean, unbelievable kid. A lot of fun to chat with him, and he's going to be an impact. Let's see if he plays a little like Alvin Kamara tonight, huh, Paul?
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to see him catch some balls out of the backfield, get going upfield, just like our friend down there in New Orleans.
Absolutely. There's no question. Both these backs, we kind of highlighted the backfield. The quarterbacks, McCord Christensen, Mason Topalian, Still Barbin, and then that offensive line against the offensive line in the Thunder, and, of course, the two-headed monster of Tyden Morris, and that man right there, Kona Crowell. Plus, of course, you got Bo Wall back there. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see who can get the edge. We'll come back, kickoff, keys to the games, Finley Subaru pregame show after a timeout. We'll take a 2-minute break for our anthem and be right back. It's the Thunder and the Mustangs coming up.
Southern Utah, the anticipation has been building. It's Region 10 football back under the lights on a Friday night. The matchup you've all been waiting for. Get ready for Region 10 football. It's time. Incredible. Beautiful hierarchy throw right into the hands. What a catch. He levels the boom. Big run, Eddie. Oh, what a catch.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people.
Of our anthem here as the students are ready to go. And next week's homecoming for Desert Hills. They'll play on their bye week. This is their region bye week next week, but they schedule homecoming, and they've got North Sanpete coming in. But tonight, just a normal home game, region opener. Mustang fans have made the trip over here as well. Good crowd already tonight for this crosstown rivalry. Let's get to the keys to the game tonight. And brought to you by Finley Subaru. And inside our pregame show, go see the all-star team at Finley Subaru on the saving side of the freeway. And Paul, what do we got? Give me a couple of keys for both teams to win tonight.
Yes, we got Desert Hills has to be effective stopping the run. Giving up 200-plus last week, Mason Topalian is salivating for his chance at the Thunder defensive core here. They need to be stout up front in the front seven. Crimson has to limit the big plays, as we saw last week against Timpview. The quick strikes can be deflating to the defense, and Bo Wall has to play within himself. Takes what's given, just like Coach Berry was saying. He's done everything they've asked of him. He just has to play within himself and not try and do too much tonight. And I think both teams have a great shot at this one. This is a great one we're going to be a part of tonight, Devin. I'm excited.
Yeah, no question about it. Mustangs, the road team, but these campuses really close. What about 4 miles apart, 4.5 maybe, to Crimson over to D Hills? And you got to remember, a lot of these kids, you know, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, even 8th grade, we're all Desert Hills. You know, some of the Crimson with the new school came from Pineview and some of the outlying areas, but a lot of kids with the growth out here in the Little Valley area, they were Desert Hills in youth football, played together. You got, you know, a guy like T-Bone, Tyson Marshall, a cornerback. I mean, he was teammates with Taven Mortensen and Noah Fuatololo, and now they're playing against each other as, you know, upperclassmen, seniors now. So you got kind of a fun dynamic. A lot of these kids know each other well, but they all want one thing, and that's a W tonight, and we'll see who can get it, as it will be the Thunder that will kick off tonight. Mustangs lost the toss, and Desert Hills has deferred to the second half. So Thunder wearing the all gray jerseys tonight. You like those?
Real sharp, yeah. White helmets, gray tops, gray bottoms, white cleats. It's a sharp look, I think.
Yeah, and the Mustangs wearing the red bottoms with the white tops, and then the black outlined in red numbers, and the red helmet with the white numbers on it. And the sea of red. Mustangs fans wearing red. The Thunder student section's got like a what is that? Like a, it's not the Village, it's like a paint out or something, like a neon night kind of a thing, right, Paulie?
Yeah, kind of definitely a neon or party type style night tonight. They're ready to have a good fun game.
Appreciate Finley Subaru, our pregame sponsor. Let's kick it off on a Friday night. Kick is low and returnable, and it is going to be taken at the 5-yard line, out across the hashes to the 20-25-yard line before driven down. And here comes this Crimson offense led by Mr. Barbin. What do you expect from him tonight, Paul?
Well, Steele Barbin, he's got to play within himself as well. We talked about Bo Wall maturing and becoming better as he goes. Same with Steele Barbin, a guy that can score through the air and on the ground. I look for him to contribute both ways tonight. Short passing game to get started, a little West Coast style, just get the ball out of his hand and get rolling and take those runs when they're available. Get outside the pocket, make some plays.
3 teams are 2-1 entering tonight. Desert Hills and Crimson play head-to-head. Dixie's on a bye. So the winner of this game, of course, will get their first region win, go to 3-1, while the loser will fall to 2-2 overall and 0-1 in region play. And guess how we start the first play from scrimmage? With the penalty flag. It's out. It's a false start and a 5-yard penalty. They'll back up the Mustangs to 1st and 15.
Yeah, the mental error this early in the game, you'd love to not have it. The Mustangs start behind the sticks, 1st and 15. against a tough defense in Desert Hills. This uphill battle coming for him behind the sticks.
Steele Barbin, 15 carries this year. Not much yardage when you factor in the sacks, but 41 of 66, so he's completing 62% of his passes for 449 yards, 3 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. He's going to hand off right up the middle, and Topalian's going to get about a 4-yard gain, and long 3-yard gain, we'll call it. He'll get it back out to the 24-yard line.
Topalian, a guy that went 4 for 136 one game and then 20 for 115, I believe, in another game. So he can be the quick strike back, the one touch and gone, or the pound away, then big chunk run. He can be both.
Steele Barbin, pistol formation. He'll go sidecar right. Eaton will go in motion. They want to get number 4, Jordan Eaton, the ball. He'll go to the slot, making a trips. Barbin looking over the middle, fires it one-on-one, and it's caught out of midfield. Reeling in the catch on a beautiful post route was Luke Childs, the junior wide receiver, and they're into Thunder territory. Big pitch and catch.
Defenders draped all over him, just streaking down the field on the post route. Looked amazing on the exit from the line, and just got great separation and just made the catch. Great play.
And there's a run and nothing doing that time. Mason Topalian is going to get back to the line of scrimmage and then get driven back by this Desert Hills defense. A host of guys there, including Lou and company. Who else was in on that stop? A host of Thunder players wrapping them up.
Yeah, the Thunder rallied to the ball there. Swarming tackle there, led by Lou, like you say. But coming up on second down, I'm sorry, behind the sticks.
Barber going to throw over the middle. Nice little curl route. And it's a 9-yard gain, just shy of a first down. You First Credit Union, our first down sponsor all season long, your first choice for a credit union in Southern Utah. Visit them on North Bluff.
The passing game of the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs has been impressive to start. Looping rainbow ball to get the first completion, then a nice little stop curl route right over the middle. Great play and great start for Steele Barbin.
One note, Tamatasi Viliama Sauta is wearing number 90 tonight instead of 55. And Jagger Shotwell is back at backer after missing a couple games. Pass is complete to the outside. First down and a little bit more. Making the catch for the Mustangs, Connor Kell.
Connor Kell, a guy they like to have on the outside, get the ball in his hands in space, and he made a play there. Took on a tackler and drove him for another 2 yards.
No score here. First drive of the game, 9:39 and ticking left on the first quarter clock. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, glad you're with us tonight. If you're listening on Fox Sports Southern Utah in St. George or Cedar City, and you're leaving the radio here soon and getting to your destination, I invite you to go watch when you get home. Go to region10sports.tv. You can watch this game live. Pump fake, Barbin, pocket collapses, flag flies. He's drugged down from the backside. Nice tackle made by the Thunder. Number 40, Ocean Taufa. And we await the penalty, kind of thrown in the vicinity of a hold. Our referee tonight, Joe Wright. Kevin Howard is the umpire. Aaron Harris, the line judge. Headlines is Josh Harrington. Back judge is Matt Shumway.
And Desert Hills got great pressure up front from the front four that play. Great penetration into the backfield. Forced a tough hold there from the right tackle of the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. And that's going to back them up. That's a play you can't have when you're driving. You have all the momentum. You hit a couple big pass plays to get deep in Thunder territory. Then you back yourself up with a mental mistake.
Yes, indeed. So hold is a spot foul from the hold, so they'll back them up to the 39, and it'll be a replay of first down and 27 here for the Mustangs after that big pass over the middle. They'll get it on a pitch to Connor Kell. He'll try to run north and south, and he's wrapped up and dropped. He'll lose a yard. Good pursuit, the team speed there, and now second down and 28. Mustangs all of a sudden going a little bit of the wrong direction.
In reverse here after the holding and then the negative play. Tough break for the Mustangs as they were really driving deep into Thunder territory. The drives come to a halt. Now you just look at what they're going to try and do to get in a better spot to maybe kick a field goal here if they can get a little closer.
Yeah, do you try to go take a shot, get the big play, maybe the touchdown here, or do you running a little trickeration even. You're in Thunder territory. We'll see what the Mustangs draw up. They'll run a draw play up the middle. A little bit of a crease, and Mason Topalian's going to get it down to the 30-yard line, which would make it maybe a 46, 47, 48-yard field goal, depending on the spot. Or do you just go for it here? Because now that was second down, so now it's third down. Forget what I said. Lost track of downs there, my mistake. So third down for the Mustangs, 15 to go, a long 15. They got to get it down inside the 14-yard line to get a fresh set of downs. That money down. Third down, defense wants to get off the field. Third down, offense wants to convert. They're going to go up top, and it is going to be caught on a jump ball, but it's going to be Tyler West on the reception short of the first down. Got about an 11-yard gain. And now fourth and very manageable here, Paul, but definitely in field goal range.
100% in field goal range. What a play by West there, making a jump ball play. Just goes up and bullies his man and takes the ball and says, this is my ball. We need the points here. But it looks like the Mustangs are setting up to go for it here, Devin, on fourth down.
Do you like that call?
I love that call after last night, what I saw.
Out of the gun, Topalian goes sidecar right. A false start on Eaton on the outside, and now that changes things a little bit.
Changes the dynamic totally. This is now looking at a long field goal instead of a chance to pick up a relatively easy to gain first down. Becomes a kicking situation.
It was on 2. Eaton went on 1. And he was taken off. Maybe he was the intended receiver on that play. He's, 6'4", 6'5", great basketball player. Can really climb the ladder, go get a ball. We'll see if they go his way again. Trips to the far side. 10 personnel. Topalian comes up next to Barban. Barban's going to fake a draw. He's going to run right up the middle, buy some time. Now he's going to whip it and throw it. He's got Eaton into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Crimson on 4th down and 10. And Eaton redeems himself after the false start. What a play.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people
to the huddle and then makes a giant play. Just weaving down the field, finding a hole in the defense, in the zone. We see it right here. Steele Barban finds him in the middle of the zone. 2 Thunder defenders converging on him, and he walks in for the touchdown.
Hunter Clark had a beat on it. Eaton went and got it. Barban led him right into the end zone. There's your Holbrook Asphalt replay. And of course, we're
talking about throwing a guy open.
Yep, we're hoping for the Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert. If either team scores over 25 points, fans win. You can head over to Yogurtland after the game for the free 5-ounce Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert. 7-0, kick is up and good. Mustangs strike first over the Thunder. We'll be right back on your home for Region 10 football.
It's fast, frequent, and fabulous.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports,
How about that? It looked like Crimson was going to shoot themselves in the foot. And still Barban says, I got you guys. Scrambling around, finding time. 4th down and 10, Paul. And not only gets the first down, gets the special moment where you touch it down on that pass to Eaton.
Absolutely. Just what a dime to throw a guy open where there's 2 defenders converging on him. You just find that soft pocket in the zone, drop it right in, just walks in for the touchdown. What a beautiful play by the Mustangs early in this game.
So we'll see Bo Wall and the Thunder offense. Again, Noah Fuitsalolo's got a brace on, not in pads. And it's going to be returnable. And it's going to be out across the 20, breaking a tackle 25, and then near the 26-yard line. And that's where we will see the Thunder and Bo Wall. This will be his 3rd start. Fuitsalolo got hurt in the second half of the first game of the year up at Brighton. There is some hope that maybe Fuatololo can push off surgery and try to brace up and play later in the year, but we don't know. That's up to him and his medical team. Obviously not playing tonight, and Bo Wall, very young, confident quarterback, out of the shotgun, 10 personnel. Wall's going to put Cummings back in for a little bit more protection, and now we've got some movement. And we've got a little bit of movement on the Thunder. So this game, first play from scrimmage, starts with a flag, just like it did for Crimson. Of course, they went down and scored, and they have the 7-0 lead. Now, 1st and 15 for the Thunder.
Behind the sticks, it seems like both these teams suffering from the same issues with just mental mistakes. But let's see what they do here on 1st and 15. Shotgun set.
And they'll run it right up the middle. And Tide Morris bulldozes a would-be tackler, got another yard, but he was hit. And see what the mark is. They'll give him all 5 back, almost 6 yards. Good run there. Powerful running back.
Between the tackles, you love to see those kind of runs. Head down, just powering through the defender, and an impressive run to get right back at the 10-yard distance to gain.
Here's Bo Wall out of the gun. 2-by-2 set. And now Morris will make it trips to the far sideline. Ball spot in the middle of the field. Cummings comes in motion. They'll hand it off to Cummings. Cummings is going to run north and south, get hit. And he'll push ahead, and he'll have another 3, maybe 4-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
We saw that motion a lot against Cedar Valley when the Thunder played them. They love the jet sweep. They love to go across the field and find the hole and get vertical. And that was a good little play on 2nd down. 3rd down coming up.
So now we saw some key conversions, a 3rd down conversion and then a 4th down conversion. And that was in the Cache Valley Bank red zone for the Mustangs, and now in their own territory. Desert Hills facing the first 3rd down of the night. Bo Wall going to throw. Bo looking, has time. Now he's going to tuck and run, and he doesn't have anywhere to go. He's just going to get out of bounds. And he's going to get back near the original line of scrimmage, but looks like the Thunder will have to punt the football.
Yeah, good pursuit by the Crimson defense. Brayson Phillips on the play was first to the ball, strung that out along the sideline. When Bo Wall was trying to turn it up, they just kept stringing him out to the sideline. He had nowhere to go and had to go out of bounds.
And just like that, 3 and out.
So the punt unit is on. Cyrus Polu is the punter for the Thunder, standing back inside his own 20-yard line. And the snap is good, and a high, booming, powerful kick. Driving all the way back, landing inside the 20. Settles softly and trickles down near the 2 and down near the 1. What a kick by Polu. That is about a 66-yard kick, Paulie.
Yeah, drops it right in the bucket, right to the 1-yard line. Like he took a pencil and put a dot on the ground, and he put it right there. Incredible punt.
Today's game brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's Car Wash. Take a time out, get on over there, and get your car feeling fabulous. 2 Southern Utah locations. As always, we'll be looking for our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. And, hey, that 4th down is a scoring catch. Barbin to Eaton's our leading candidate. Obviously, but really early. You're right.
Absolutely.
We won't name that until the post-game show. Run right up the middle. Polu wraps him up and takes him down. Had some help. David Mortensen coming up from a safety position as well.
Crimson backed up here. You'd love to see Desert Hills be aggressive and go for the safety. Try and bring the house and maybe make a play here and get the ball back in a momentum-changing play.
Shadow of their own goal. Didn't get much there. Maybe half a yard gain, 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd and 9. 4:02 and ticking left in the first quarter. Mustangs 2nd possession. They lead 7-0. Barbin throws, slant route. It's in and out of the hands. Looked like Jordan Eaton had it, but it bounced off the pad level before. Got to catch that with the hands, right, Paul?
Absolutely. Jordan Eaton is the go-to man of Steele Barbin, and he had a clear shot of that ball. Hands on the ball. Just couldn't bring it in. Right off the pads, it looked like.
So 3rd down. It's a chance for the Thunder to flip the field after that booming kick by their do-everything guy, the Swiss Army knife, Cyrus Polu, who's out there playing defense right now. Barban going to throw. A couple steps into the end zone. Fade route, one-on-one. Hunter Clark in coverage, and there's a little hand fighting going on. No flags. And it'll be 4th down, and the Mustangs will have to punt the football.
I like the aggression of the Crimson Cliffs coaching staff taking a shot there backed up. Didn't work out, but to throw that fade in a spot like that, what a ballsy call. I like it.
Messenger will come on to kick. And dropping back will be Taven Mortensen. And who else is back there with them, Paul? That's Lincoln Holmes. They'll both split out at the 45 of the Mustangs. Hills on the back line. Snap is good. Quick kick away. Low and angled away from Holmes. He has to go get it. One hop catch. He's hit. He bounces off of it for a second and then lost his footing, goes down. And so the Thunder will take over. Still good field position, but no return there to speak of.
Yeah, what a tackle by Brock Baker there on special teams. Getting down the field, beating his man, and just making the play. When Lincoln Holmes had a bounce and could have gotten upfield there, just made a sure tackle.
Just enough pressure, just enough impact.
Invite you to watch if you're listening to our broadcast on the simulcast tonight. Region 10 Sports.tv. Region 10 Sports.tv. Looking for our Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loans. Bomb of the game. Looking for that today. Obviously, that Eaton catch was over 30. How many yards was that, Paul? Did you catch that? It was about a 32-yarder, wasn't it?
It was. It was at least 25 in the air, and then he pranced in about 7 yards.
Little yak yardage there.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful play. And a candidate for almost all of our awards, just knowing how big of a play that is on 4th and 10 to complete that pass and score a touchdown. Pivotal momentum changer. This early in the game, you know, you can never call it one way or the other, but that was a momentum changer in a big way for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs.
Yep, that touchdown, Barban to Eaton, brought to you by Finley Hyundai. Finley Hyundai's teamed up with Neighborhood Connection to feed local kids in need. So every touchdown scored in tonight's game and every game all season long, Finley Hyundai will feed a child for 1 month. So go to neighborhoodconnection.net to learn more. And thank you, Finley Hyundai. Swing pass caught by Morris, stiff arm. And then the posse comes and takes him down. He's going to lose 2, maybe 3, depending on the spot, back inside the 44 to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, McKay right there early, snuffed the play out, got it in the backfield, didn't make the tackle, but then his rally of the other Mustangs stampeded the ball and made the play. But McKay Wright, love to see that
ball hawker. He's a ball hawker. I'm watching the student section at Crimson. They're swaying, they're hopping. It's hot out there. They're packed in, having fun tonight. The student section for the Thunder haven't had much to cheer about. Best play they've had is a punt so far in this game. But that punt has given them good field position, but facing 2nd down and 13. Bo Wall out of the gun, and now we've got a timeout. Timeout brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's. 30-second timeout. We'll take it. 7-0. Mustangs lead here early in the first quarter. Got 2:51 left. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Hurst Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. Hurst General Store, the Big Ace Store.
252-6390, Equal Housing Lender.
Students got a little neon theme going. Love to see how each school, doesn't matter, any of the 7 schools in our region, they really, really love their high school sports, and hot temperatures not stopping the students from and the community for coming out for this pivotal Week 1 Region 10 opener. Mustangs leading 7-0. 2nd down. And Bo is going to be in trouble. Tuck run, and he is going to be drilled and dropped. Got back near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard pickup to the 44. 3rd down and long for the Thunder.
Brayson Phillips on the play, making a solid stop on Bo Wall, who's got some speed, was running for the sideline, and just met there. Impressive play by Phillips.
Yeah, 2 Phillips on this team making plays, and they're not related, but both of them, we'll call their names all night long. Just a reminder, tomorrow, 8:30 kickoff, Utah Tech opens up their 2022 season on the road against number 7 Sac State. Screen pass set up here, 3rd and long. It's complete. Morris, though, gets midfield, and that's it. He's dropped. And now you got enough back that at midfield, it's going to be 4th and 6 in decision time. Coach Barry telling me he's changed a little bit up. Coach Eggleston is the passing game coordinator, and Sam Stevens is kind of the run game coordinator. So they're communicating and just really teaming up to run this offense, but not a lot of offense. This Mustang defenses look good as the punt unit, Cyrus Polo, is back on the field.
Yeah, the Thunder have tried to get the running game going, and the two-headed monster hasn't had much success yet, but we'll see as the game goes on.
Polo, another good kick, and fair catch called and taken, and it's going to be taken right around the 13-yard line, and the Mustangs with a 7-0 lead, ready to go back to work. They'll have a little bit better field position this time. They want to start inside their own 2.
Absolutely, and the aggression of the play calls last series for the Mustangs was impressive to me. Taking that shot on 3rd down to try and pick up a 1st down. They're playing to win this game in this crosstown rivalry, and you like to see that stuff early.
You know, with huddle nowadays, you mentioned that big play in that last defensive set for the Mustangs. McKay Wright, I was looking at, he put a tweet out and said, check out my week 3 highlights. I was watching his highlights today. A lot of the kids do that. That tells me 2 things. 1, they're way better at video editing than me. And 2, they want to play college football, and they're really good. And there's a run. Topalian is going to be body slammed down. And Luke coming up with just a big throwdown. It looked like WWE style right there, Paulie.
It looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin there. Slung him down.
Boom.
Lou's been a playmaker so far this game.
Kealo Lou. I can call him Kealo because that's what his coach calls him, because his first name is very tricky to pronunciate. Kealo with a big takedown. 2nd down for the Mustangs. 10 personnel again, 2-by-2 set. They'll run the draw. Topalian one-on-one, and Cummings comes up and takes him low and limits that to a pickup of just 2.
Topalian with a full head of steam there. Impressive takedown. Just brought him down, form tackle in the open field. No support around him. Just made the smooth tackle. Great play.
Azen Cummings, Javian Cummings, his brother, is a junior. Azen is the senior, making that stop right there. They just moved to the great state of Utah from Hawaii. And now 3rd down. 3 seconds to go. I don't know if they're going to get it off. I don't think they have to. Or they will run it with 1 second. This play will count. It's caught on a hitch route. Catch is made. He gets out of bounds quickly. Luke Childs reels it in. And that'll be the end of the quarter. And they're going to be just shy of a 1st down. It's going to be 4th and 2 when quarter number 2 starts right after this timeout. 7-0 Mustangs here on 99.5, 95.3 in St. George. 93.1 up there in Cedar City. And we'll take, is there a flag? There's a flag. I don't know if they got the play off. So we'll keep it right here. They might have to replay the down if it's a delay of game. It is a hold. So it will be declined. So there'll be 4th down, and they'll bring the punt unit on. And that'll be the end of the quarter. So just want to make sure we didn't miss a play. We'll step aside. 7-0 Mustangs. They lead the Thunder. Quarter number 2 coming up when we come back.
I'm Bo Bradshaw, owner of Bo's Auto Parts. I want to watch the game as well, so I'll make this quick. When you come into Bo's Auto Parts, our store mission is simple. Supply our customers with the best auto parts and the best customer service we can provide. Come on by and see if we can deliver.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to
We are back live, quarter number 2. Quarter 1 controlled pretty nicely by the Mustang defense, and of course that opening scoring drive as Still Barbin found Jordan Eaton to give them the 7-0 lead. Alongside Paul Ratliff, Devin Dixon, Dusty Alling producing tonight on the television side on Region10Sports.tv. Garrett back in the Fox Sports studios on the radio side. Glad you're with us tonight. And it'll be 4th down, punt unit will be on. Or no, the offense is back on. Okay. So they're going to go for it inside their own 20, or at least try to draw the Thunder off sides here. Connor Kell goes in motion. Hard count once, hard count again. Slap, no snap there from the center. And looks like they'll take a timeout. Timeout brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's. Mustangs will take it. And we'll keep it right here. Hey, worth a try, right?
Yeah, the hard count always worth an effort because all it takes is one undisciplined man up front to jump, and you got a free 5 yards. So no problems there, taking a chance on hoping a guy is just a tad bit undisciplined.
Well, so you had all 3 timeouts. It's the first half. Second half, you might not do that.
Sure.
To start the 4th quarter, you might want to preserve those timeouts. But first half, you go ahead and give it a shot. It's hot out there. Give the guys a little extra water and take a little break here for a second. Again, kickoff temperatures blazing. And so, we've had that long monsoon season. If you've watched some of our coverage of Manassas games the last 3 weeks around town, we've had some lightning delays, and some monsoon weather, but finally the hot temperatures have picked back up that we're so accustomed to in August in the southern tip of the great state of Utah. 12 minutes on the clock. Start of 4th quarter. We'll start with the punt. And a nice catch by Messenger. He gets it away. Returnable, though, low. Lincoln Holmes to the 50-45. He'll take it down to the 47-yard line and driven out of bounds. Best field position of the night for the Thunder offense. And they haven't had much success throwing the ball at all, and really not much going on the ground right now for this offense either.
Not really much of anything, to put it simply. I mean, the Thunder have been ineffective on offense so far. The penetration of Crimson Cliff's defensive front has been alarming. Bo Wall's been running a little bit for his life. I wonder what they're going to do here. Maybe some adjustments have been made, and they're going to start making some more plays.
From the 47, man in motion. That's Cummings. He'll shovel pass back the other way to Cummings. He's got a little room. Best play of the game so far, but a flag flies in late. And he's going to take it all the way down near the sideline, inside the 25-yard line, near the 22. But obviously this one looks like it's maybe coming back. Maybe a hold on the right side of the Thunder line. Let's take a look at it and see if we can see where the penalty happened here. Our Holbrook Asphalt replay. Maybe Tide Morris?
I think the hold.
I didn't see a lot there, but I was kind of watching Morris.
Looked like the hold was on 42. Brayson Phillips was the guy being held. Saw that as the play was breaking towards the sideline. A little bit of holding there, but not much to derail the biggest play of the game for the Thunder. Tough break.
On the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, 7-0 Mustangs. Wilkinson's, from bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkins House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Located just down off the Boulevard exit, kind of across the street from Fiesta Fun. Bo Wall going to throw. First and long after the hold and the big play negated. Now he's going to tuck and he's going to run. He's going to get out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Actually, not much there. Maybe 2-yard gain. That's it, Paul.
Yeah, wasn't much there. The great pressure up front initially, and just forced Wall to get outside the pocket and make a play that he didn't need to make.
Well, you look downfield, and I just didn't see if anybody was open. And so, Wall, let's take a look at the Holbrook Asphalt replay. If we have, looks like we've got that. No, we don't have it. So, we play on. But I'll tell you what, so far there hasn't been very many guys open downfield. You got Baker on one side, Marshall on another side, locking down in the corners. They're going to run it this time to Tyden Morris. Little crease, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle to the 30, to the 20. Tyden Morris could score it. 10-5 touchdown. The bulldozer Tyden Morris, and they're a PAT away from tying this game. There's the ground and pound, Paul, that the Thunder want to do.
There's what we were calling for all game long. The Thunder finally busts one off. Tyden Morris plows over 2 defenders on his way to the end zone. As we see here, runs off the right tackle, follows his blocks to the 50, breaks the tackle at the 45, breaks the tackle at the 43, and then it's right down the sideline for the easy touchdown. What a play. Thunder back in this one.
48-yard TD run by Morris. Breaking tackles. That's a Finley Hyundai touchdown, and another kid fed through Neighborhood Connection from our friends at Finley Hyundai for a month. And we'll take a timeout on the Wilkinson scoreboard. 7-7 Mustangs and Thunder. We haven't settled anything.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com.
Thunder kickoff. And it's Tristan John with the kickoff. Shaden Scott is actually injured right now, and a good return by Topalian up the middle, breaks a tackle, and gets out near the 35-yard line. So pretty good field position here for the Mustangs. But a big answer to tie this game by Tyden Morris on the ground. 48-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered for the Thunder. They needed that play early in this game to stay in it. You felt as if their defense was starting to gain momentum, a couple stops in a row. Nice to see the offense reciprocate, and Tyden Morris delivering a huge touchdown to tie this game.
Glad you're with us here tonight if you're listening or watching on region10sports.tv. 4-man front defensively. Twins to either side as Kell goes in motion. 2-by-2 formation. Barban looking to throw over the middle. Seam route. Eaton caught it at midfield. And he's going to stretch ahead down to the 42 of Desert Hills. There's the big target, Jordan Eaton. It's a gain of 22.
Eaton is Eaton, and he is making plays all over the field. First the touchdown, now a couple other catches. This one in the form of a 25-yard catch, and the Crimson Cliffs is on the move.
This is number 2 versus number 3 in the top 5 Deseret News rankings. Shot over the middle down the end zone at the 5, and it's incomplete. Oh, I thought it was caught. Then I thought maybe it was intercepted, and it ends up falling harmlessly to the turf.
Yeah, what a play there on the streak route. Just makes a play on the ball and knocks it away. Most inopportune time for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. That looked like that he had a step on him.
He did. It looked like maybe it went through the hands, but I couldn't tell if it was a B-rup there, a little pass breakup.
Yeah, a little PBU action, I'd say.
2nd down and 10. Barban trying to get in a rhythm, dumps it underneath. It's caught. And Topalian's going to be driven down at the 40. And it's a pickup of 2.
Topalian, I love his running style, takes on tacklers, doesn't try to evade, just runs straight into him and says, let's go for a ride, big fella, and he takes him for a couple yards.
He'll get a break. He'll come off the field. McCord Christiansen will come on for Crimson Cliffs.
And the
Mustangs moving here, but at the 40 of the Thunder, facing 3rd down and 8. Probably too early for our Bose Auto Parts crucial part of the game, but certainly a big play on 3rd down nonetheless. Barban looking, steps up in the pocket, goes deep, one-on-one, and it is incomplete. Good coverage there by Hunter Clark as he was blanketing Childs. Luke Childs just couldn't come up with that catch.
Hunter Clark step for step with Luke Childs on that play, as we see here. Just the ball lofted up, and it's a 50-50 ball, and the coverage there just impeccable. Couldn't ask for much more if you're coaching for the Thunder.
So now special teams coming on, and they'll try to pin the Thunder deep. We're tied 7-7 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Lights, fans, home decor. Find it all at Wilkinson's since 1946. Contractors and homeowners always welcome at Wilkinson's. 9:53 left here in the second quarter. Messenger to kick. He's standing at his own 45. Back deep is Holmes. He's standing at the 5. Low kick, angled away from Lincoln Holmes. It lands at the 10 and kicks out of bounds at about the 11. I actually think stayed in bounds right at about the 11 or 12 yard line on the far sideline from the press box here at Desert Hills High School. Little shade on the field. Finally, the grandstands in the school blocking the sun a little bit as it's starting to go down to the west on a hot day. 7-7 ball game. Paul, are you entertained so far? Lot of time here. 9:44 in the second quarter for both teams to kind of grab that momentum that's seemingly shifting back and forth.
Yeah, it's been an odyssey, this game. Compelling tale of two teams striking at different times. Whenever it looked like the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs had a jump on it early in the game, the Thunder battled back.
Swing pass to Morris. Morris hit down low. Really good job going low by Jay Sweeten. Sweeten, the safety, making a big play for the defense.
Yeah, what a play there by Sweeten, getting out. As we can see here, the screen pass gets out in the open field. The Crimson Cliffs is just making great tackles and rallying to the ball in the open field, making it tough for the Thunder.
Playing downhill.
Get out on the edges. Yeah, absolutely.
Holbrook Asphalt bringing you our replay. Don't forget, after the game, if we get over 25 points, everybody can head over for the big score dessert at Yogurtland. Out of the end zone, going to throw. Wall completes it. Nice throw. T-Money Mortensen there on the catch out across the 20, and that's a U First Credit Union.
First down. And Mortensen running right along the sideline there, finding an open spot in the zone and just sitting down and making that catch. Great play, great throw, great connection. Bo Wall starting to heat up a little bit.
Looked like a helmet came off of Scott Nyson. Of course, Crimson had Aquin, their starting safety, get hurt before the season started, so he's out for the year. Talk about Noah Fuatololo getting hurt in week 1. We don't know when he'll be able to return. Morris again tackled, and it's a nice tackle from the backside. I don't think Morris ever saw him, but it's still a big gain there for the Thunder.
Now go with me here.
Rowan Williams with the tackle.
Morris doesn't resemble him physically, but models his running style. Derrick Henry gets 3, 6, 7, and then busts one. That reminds me of Morris, the way he's running. Gains steam as he goes.
Stiff arm this time, though. Nothing there. They were sitting on that run. And Jordan Phillips, I think, this time coming up and helping out on the stop.
Yeah, the Phillips brothers Brayson.
Not brothers.
Not brothers.
Not related, no.
Okay, the Phillips players, I'll say, both contributing at a high level tonight, making plays all over the field.
7-7, we're tied. Coming up, we'll have the Rally Stop halftime show for you. Get you some scores around region. Pineview Hurricane tonight. You got Cedar hosting Snow Canyon. Screen pass set up, complete. First down and more, and a nice run out. Some yak yards there to the 45, and another U First Credit Union.
First down. And what a beautiful setup there by the Thunder coaching staff, getting the screen and the blocks. The out block there, as we see, executed perfectly, and then couple broken tackles. It's a weight room run right there, Devin.
Yes, indeed. Cummings with the catch. Out of the gun. He'll hand it off to Cummings. And a nice little stretch play, defended well. Coming up, making that stop, Brock Baker just chopping the legs out from under Cummings. That was number 11, Azen Cummings. Javian wears number 7. Javian is at the top of your screen, or the far side of the field.
Thunder had more success running off tackle, up the middle, not as much on the edges. The Crimson Cliffs has been able to string it out effectively on all the runs, the stretch plays, the jet sweeps. I'd look for the Thunder to try more off tackle, up the middle runs going forward.
See if they try to run left side behind Stu Taufa, the sensational sophomore. They're going to pass. Wall, one-on-one. Team Money. Mortensen diving, can't make the grab. Good effort by Mortensen. Baker with the coverage, but incomplete.
Mortensen sells out for that ball there on a throw that was almost there. As we look at it again, Bo Wall back to pass, throws a rainbow over the top, and Mortensen just stretches out and just can't quite make the play. A-plus effort, though, for Mortensen there.
Yeah, almost a Jason bomb, Bay Equity Home Loans bomb, but couldn't make the diving catch. That would have been highlight reel material had Mortensen brought it to the body. 3rd and 10 for the Thunder now, inside Mustang territory. We are tied 7-7 with 6:52 in the first half left. Screen pass, caught by Kona Crowell. Crowell is going to get 9, maybe only 8. It looked like they spotted him for an 8-yard gain, but now 4th and 2, and you got to leave the offense out there, I believe, because you're kind of too far out of field goal range.
Perfect screen there by the Thunder, get the penetration upfield. And our player spotlight today, Kona Crowell, makes a play in the passing game like he's accustomed to making.
It's been Topalian and Morris getting a lot of the work, but now we're starting to see the other backs get some work. Kona Crowell. Crowell will stay in the backfield, and now Desert Hills' Rick Barry will take a timeout. We'll step aside. 30-second timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Fabulous Freddy. 6:13 to go. Quarter number 2, 7-7 on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
I'm Bo Bradshaw, owner of Bo's Auto Parts. I want to watch the game as well, so I'll make this quick. When you come into Bo's Auto Parts, our store mission is simple. Supply our customers with the best auto parts and the best customer service we can provide. Come on by.
Berg Asphalt, pay for it, and I'll see you there.
Take a run, trying to bounce it, and he doesn't get it, Paul. The Mustangs defense coming up big out of the timeout by Desert Hills. They give it to Morris, and the Mustangs make the play.
Yeah, the Mustangs penetration again. The front four just being studly in this game. Stops another run, stout run right up the middle. Just couldn't get it there in short yardage situation. Mustangs, big break, and could change the momentum again here if they're able to convert on this turnover on downs.
Big. Uncle Momentum is swinging back and forth. He's just rearing his head tonight. Old Uncle Mo, as I like to call it. Quick pass, caught. Childs, who's been a weapon tonight, he's going to pick up 6.
We talked about this in the pregame with Steele Barban. If he gets the ball out of his hands West Coast style, quickly, efficiently, he's a great passer, and we've seen that so far. Been very accurate on all the short routes, hit a couple long balls, been throwing some 50-50 balls that have been giving his receivers chances. I've really liked what I've seen out of Steele Barban tonight. Really composed, poised, and he's just been playing great tonight.
So back to work, Barban. Out of the gun, sidecar to the right. They'll hand it off. It's Christiansen, and he is hit and dropped and bounces off and then dropped again. Cyrus Polu ended up making the stop. This kid is just a sophomore, folks.
Cyrus Polu, the Swiss Army knife, does everything for the Thunder. Coming up there and just shot out of a cannon and just wraps and throws him like a rag doll. What a play.
You got to love the effort from McCord Christiansen. He broke a tackle or 2. I think he broke 2, but couldn't break that last one from Polu. Polu's older brothers played here at Desert Hills High School. 3rd down and 6. Over the middle, Eaton again. And Jordan Eaton is just a big target for Barber tonight, and that's another U First Credit Union.
1st down, and Jordan Eaton is feasting now. This is his 4th catch now. Finding pockets in the zone, as we see over there, just gets over the middle and just makes a great catch. Hands catch, and it looks like it's coming back, though, Devin. We got a holding here on the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Tough call after what a big play there on 3rd down.
That's a backbreaker. So we had a 1st down on the march, fresh set, and now 3rd and long here all the way back inside the 33-yard line. They got to get it to the 44 of Desert Hills.
That 3rd and a country mile. You wonder what the Crimson Cliffs coaching staff is drawing up here. If you're thinking about a give-up play just to get you in better position to punt the ball, or if you're actually going to take a shot and try and get the 1st down here. We'll see.
Barber looks solid tonight. I think this is a pretty aggressive play call. We'll find out. 7-7, we're tied here with 4:53 left in the 2nd quarter. Barber looking to throw. Over the middle, lets it go. Deep post route, and it is caught. Childs catches it at the 30-yard line, and that is a big Jason Baum. Bomb of the game, top play nominee. Look at him feathered in there, Paulie.
Yeah, Steele Barber right on the numbers. Just a beautiful throw. He is heating up. You could just see the quick passing game work so effectively for him. You're just waiting, biding your time, thinking, when is he going to take that shot? And it comes on 3rd and a country mile. What a conversion. I was talking about a give-up play.
Barber's been on the money in the 1st half tonight. Looking to throw, Barber again. Stands in there, has time, delivers it right on the hands, and it's caught, and that's another 1st down near the 15-yard line, and a gain of 15, and they'll move the chains.
Barber is just heating up now. He's starting to have his way with the Desert Hills secondary. Starting to pick on certain spots on the field. It seems he's found pockets where his receivers are routinely open.
And he's spreading it around. That's the 1st catch of the night for Boston Adamson. He's hitting Eaton. He's hitting Kell a couple times. He's hitting Childs. And now you get Adamson involved. A lot of weapons. This wide receiver, a deep room for Coach Wayne Alofapo. Play action. Barber going to tuck in, look to throw. Now he's going to tuck and run, and he's going to get out of bounds down inside the 10 near the 6. And that's going to be, I think, really close to the chains.
Yeah, Barber, we talked about his ability in the pregame to get outside the pocket and run if needed to. And he was effective there, grabbing the 1st down, 1st and goal to go situation, because your quarterback's able to get out of the pocket, evade the rush, and pick up a quick 1st down. Now you got 4 plays to score here in my mind.
We're tied at 7. Can the Mustangs change that? Still 3 minutes and 47 seconds left before our rally stop halftime show. We'll be coming up with the defensive play of the game, brought to you tonight by Morgan Pest Control. Defend your house with Morgan. They'll run it to Topalian, bouncing outside, touchdown. Topalian from the 5 to Paydirt.
And Topalian, we talked about his ability to bruise and pound the middle, but he gets outside there, as we see right here, running off tackle, breaks 2 tackles, and just runs to the corner for a quick house call.
13-7 lead, PAT pending on the legs of Mason Topalian. Really hard-nosed run, bouncing it to the outside.
Impressive drive by Crimson all the way around.
Here comes the extra point. Pressure comes, but kick is away, and it is good. 14-7 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Mustangs lead the Thunder on Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Are you looking for
asphalt? It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
We're back here, 14-7. Mustangs after the 5-yard touchdown run. It was all set up by that bomb over the middle. And Barbin was on point on that drive. I mean, just delivering bullet after bullet, Paul. Precision passing from the quarterback, still Barbin.
Absolutely. Barbin's surgical on that drive. And hopefully for the Thunder it doesn't continue, but he looks to be heating up.
Polu, I think, on the return, if I'm not mistaken. And Cyrus Polu takes it out to the 25-yard line. He had to catch it high just to keep it from crossing the goal line, so it was returnable. And he will give them a few extra yards. Instead of starting at the 20, they'll start at the 25. 1st and 10 Thunder, trailing by 7. Late moments of the second quarter, 3:38 to go on the second quarter clock.
Hey, man. Hey, sorry. We lost the Bluetooth. We're back.
Tide Morris will be sidecar right of Bo Wall for the time being. Of course, Bo Wall, great baseball player, Paul.
Yeah, highly recruited prospect, if I don't.
Yeah, top 15 in the state as a freshman. Now we'll see him in the spring for Coach Kevin Cave in the Thunder baseball program. Bo Wall will throw it outside, caught by Mortensen. Mortensen out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 5-yard pickup.
Mortensen starting to be targeted more by Bo Wall here the last couple of drives. He's starting to become active. Thunder love to see that. One of their better athletes on the squad.
One of the captains of this team, voted by his teammates. Ten personnel, 2-by-2. Out of the gun wall, man in motion Holmes. They'll hand to Holmes, and they'll blow it dead. And we've got probably a false start on the Thunder here, would be my guess. The side judge on the far sideline with the flag there.
Relatively clean game tonight, though, flag-wise. We've seen a few big flags that have derailed drives, but otherwise pretty clean.
I'm hearing at halftime that Crimson has a big group of cheerleaders. They're warming up down in the end zone. Hearing they're going to do a joint thing with Desert Hills cheerleaders tonight. And that's going to be a run that's stacked up, and it goes backwards. Big loss on the play.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive
Thunder
the
on the edges have struggled getting out there, getting to the edge without the Crimson Cliffs pursuit, stringing out the play as we can see here. Just trying to get that edge, and the pursuit just meeting Bo Wall before he can do anything.
That'll back him up 3rd and 15. They only rush 4. Time to throw for Wall. High arcing pass. The receivers get tangled up. Flags fly. Uh-oh. Might be illegal contact here as the receiver and the defensive back got tangled up.
Yeah, just receiver and the DB going at it the whole route, it looked like. It could bail him out here. It could be a huge bailout. As we can see here, the contested ball goes up.
Yeah, he
and
did
just pushed him out of bounds. Yeah, clear, easy call to make.
Tyson past that 5 yards, did give him a little pop on a little stutter step and knocked the receiver off the route. We'll never know if that ball was catchable or not, and that doesn't matter at this level anyway. 14-7 Mustangs with the lead over the Thunder. 2:51 left here in the first half.
Put a pin in that play, though. That first down conversion off that penalty when they were backed up 3rd and 15 didn't look like a promising drive. Now they get second life.
Well, Wall will run a quarterback keeper right up the middle and get a good push and pick up about 6. First time we've seen the old design quarterback draw. Coach
Bo Wall, we talked about it. He's an athlete. He can get upfield in a hurry. Right up the middle, just squirts for about 7 on an impressive run on the quarterback keeper.
2nd down and 4. Wall out of the gun with Tide Morris sidecar left. 2-by-2 formation, twins to either side, and now the snap and the handoff to giving to Tide Morris. Tries the right side, bounces outside, trying to get to the sticks. They'll say he stayed in bounds, dives ahead, and I think he got a U-First Credit Union.
First down. And what an impressive play there by Tide Morris. We talked about the inability to get to the edges, but Tide Morris got to the edge and turned it upfield and got those hard yards where a lot of Crimson defenders were rallied around him, and he pushed through and got that first down. Important first down for the Thunder driving here.
They're not afraid to show the wall can let one fly at any given moment. It's going to keep the Mustang defense honest. First and 10, swing pass outside.
Swing pass to Morris. Morris hit. Still fighting to break tackles. Still fighting, and it took about 5 Mustangs to bring him down. Give him a gain of a yard, yard and a half, and that was it on the forward progress. Tonight's Red Zone sponsor, our friends at Cache Valley Bank. Cache Valley Bank, your
Ricky
financial
Moss with the play there.
Your financial outfitter. We've had a couple trips in the red zone tonight, but the Thunder, this might be their most important one if they can get there here, because time is of the essence. Down to 1:15 left in the half. Thunder trail by 7. Wall has all time. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, looking to tuck and dumps it away. Last second, is caught behind the defense. Inside the 30, 25, weaving down to the 20 and into the Cache Valley Bank red zone just like that.
And Devin, I think he was behind or in front of the line of scrimmage on that throw. We'll look here again, but I think Bo Wall was beyond the line of scrimmage when he made that throw.
It's close. It is. You're right, Paul.
Exactly.
That was very close. You know, you can have any part of your body still on that line, but no flag. So here go the Thunder. Handoff on a draw to Kona Crowell. Crowell's tripped up, gain of a couple. Clock will keep ticking down to 53 seconds left in the first half. Mustangs clinging to a 14-7 lead.
And you're going to want to get 7 if you're the Thunder here. You really want to get in the end zone, tie this game up before half. What a play there to get that third down conversion.
Over the middle. Oh, it batted down, incomplete. Little crossing route in traffic. And that one just falls to the turf. And that'll stop the clock with 34.9 seconds left. It'll be 3rd down and 8. And we've got a timeout on the field. We got our injured player down in the secondary for the Mustangs. We'll keep it right here. Just a reminder, touchdowns all season long brought to you by Finley Hyundai. Finley Hyundai helping Southern Utah feed kids through Neighborhood Connection. For every touchdown, they will feed a kid for 1 month. Such a cool initiative. And appreciate Finley Hyundai for teaming up with this on our high school football games. We'll do that all season long. Already 3 touchdowns tonight between these two teams, Paul.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks here on this hot night, the hot fall night, of course. And the Thunder need to get in the end zone here to tie this game up. It's paramount because Crimson Cliff's Barbin appears to be heating up. His receiving core getting open constantly. So I see this as an opportunity the Thunder have to seize this early on in the game.
Did you get a number on the injured player? I'm trying to see who that was. So officials timeout. Thunder still have 34 seconds left in the first half. And they have a timeout. So still plenty of time here, Paul, to take a couple shots. But actually it's 3rd down, so need to get the 8 probably here on this play.
This is the biggest 8 yards of the game so far in a situation where you can knot it up at halftime if you make a big play here.
Yeah, and Desert Hills will get the second half kickoff. So in the first half with momentum, they're going to throw for the end zone. It's going to be intercepted by Baker. Brock Baker climbs high and gets the interception. And just like that, the Mustangs defense comes up big. Mark that one down as your Morgan Pest Control Defensive Play of the Game nominee.
Yeah, Baker, what an opportunistic play here. Just gets in the right spot where he needs to be and makes a play on the ball in the air, right in the corner of the end zone there, as it was contested ball and just made the pick. And Crimson responds in a big way to derail that drive and end this half up by 7.
Huge interception there. Big momentum swinging play. The Mustangs appear to have the momentum at the break. We'll see how aggressive they want to be here.
Uncle Mo, he's back, man.
Yep, he's been rearing his head all night long.
Absolutely.
29.7 here for Still Barbin, who has been pinpoint. Mustangs lead by 7 here out of the gun. Barbin, man in motion. And whistles fly. Looks like movement. Or delay a game is delay a game on the Mustangs. So that'll back them up 5.
Mustangs should be content to go to half here up 7, but could take a shot.
Yeah. Coming up at the half, we'll have a complete stat breakdown, scoring summary. 179 yards passing so far for Barban. He's had a terrific first half.
Best game of the season so far.
He's only missed on 3 passes. Make it 4 as that one in and out of the hands of Jordan Eaton. He is 13 for 17 for $179 through the air and a touchdown.
Just surgical precision so far in this game, and receivers doing him a ton of favors, catching balls that are on their hands, making plays for him, low balls, high balls. Just seems that the Crimson receiving corps is right on pace with their quarterback, Steele Barban.
And Bo Wall has only missed on 3 passes too, but the interception there, the difference, that goes for a touchdown. They would have very similar numbers, 10 of 13, 75 yards, and the INT for Bo Wall. Of course, Tide Morris has the Thunder touchdown. He's got 6 carries for 69 yards and a touchdown. We'll break those stats down and more in our Rally Stop halftime show. It starts right now. They're not going to snap it again. We'll take an extended 2-minute timeout. Come back, Rally Stop halftime show at the half on the Wilkins House of Lighting scoreboard. Crimson Cliffs leads Desert Hills 14-7 here in your home for Region 10 football.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
I'm Bo Bradshaw, owner of Bo's Auto Parts. I want to watch the game as well, so I'll make this quick. When you come into Bo's Auto Parts, our store mission is simple. Supply our customers with the best auto parts and the best customer service we can provide. Come on by and see if we can deliver.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Southern Utah, the anticipation has been building. It's Region 10 football back under the lights on a Friday night. The matchup you've all been waiting for. Get ready for Region 10 football. It's time. Incredible. Beautiful high arcing throw right into the hands. What a catch. He levels the boom. Big run, Eddie. What a catch. And it's in for the score.
First, visit us at youfirstcu.com.
Welcome back at the half, presented by Rally Stop. Good time to rally. Get some snacks, some drinks before or after the game. Rally Stop. Check them out all over southern Utah. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff with you here. Tempest Line performing a little palm routine. And we are a 14-7 ball game. Very entertaining first half, huh, Paul? Chance there for the Thunder driving down the field late to maybe score and knot this game up, and then the interception by Baker. Big pick.
Yeah, not an indictment at all on Bo Wall. He's played a great game tonight. It just, what a play by Baker. It just seemed like he was making all the plays in the secondary for him and just continued to do that throughout the first half and then culminated in the big turnover at the end of the half. So.
Yeah, no question. Do I have you, Paulie? I'm not hearing your audio for a second there, but you're right. Let's run down some of the halftime statistics. And we'll look at first the scoring summary or the game summary. Total passing yards for the Mustangs, 176. 75 for the 75 for the Thunder. Rushing yards, 32 for the Mustangs, 82 on the ground. So the Thunder running a little bit better, but Barban throwing it a little bit better in that first half. We'll take a look at a couple of other statistics. 8 first downs in that first half for the Mustangs. Seemed like more. 7 for the Thunder. Just the one turnover there late when you're trying to make a play on 3rd and long, taking a shot into the end zone. You got to go trust your guy's going to go up there in a jump ball scenario, and Baker just made the play at the right time. Penalties, 9 total penalties this game. 6 on the Mustangs for 50 yards, 3 for 20 in the first half. So not too bad, but plenty of penalties in that first half. Run down some of the numbers. Here we go. Let's first look at the scoring summary, and let's go back to the first score of the game. And of course, that was a big sequence there where they had kind of backed up, and then all of a sudden found a way to overcome some penalties in the first quarter, and still Barban. Jordan Eaton officially went down as a 25-yarder, and it was 7-0 after Ty Ottenshot added the PAT. And then the rest of the scoring came in the second quarter. Desert Hills would answer on a Tyden Morris monstrous run for a 48-yard touchdown to tie the game 7-7. And then the last score came on a Mason Topalian. Crimson Cliffs running back goes for 5 yards and the touchdown, and that's where we're at, 14-7 at the half. You look at some of the team statistics. Interesting, Thunder ran one more play than the Mustangs, 27-26. That was the halftime plays ran. 208 total yards for the Mustangs, 157 for the Thunder. Time of possession almost exactly even. It was 11:47 to 11:30, so not much differential there. Both quarterbacks very efficient. Both quarterbacks 14 of 17 for Barban, and Bo Wall goes 10 out of 13 in that first half. So you can see not a lot of separation as both these teams played really, really well. Barban, 176 yards, completing 82% of his passes and the touchdown. Topalian, 7 carries, 24 yards in that first half. Barban had 1 run for 10. McCord Christensen had 1 carry and lost a couple yards on a TFL by Cyrus Polu. So not a lot in the rushing department other than Mason Topalian there for the Mustangs. But the passing game, how about Luke Childs? 5 catches for 86 yards, Paul, in that first half. Did we get your mic fixed? Yeah, we got you.
Oh, we're good now.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Glad to be back with everybody here.
Yeah.
And
I fixed your mic like 2 minutes ago. You didn't know that?
I didn't.
We got you working, buddy. But it was a good half for the receivers and still Barban.
Yeah, absolutely. Still Barban. We were talking about his precision and the way that he completed almost every pass within getting the ball out within 3 or 4 seconds. Just moving the ball down the field efficiently, accurately, and crisp. It was a beautiful display.
Yeah, he hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different receivers caught passes. 5 catches for Luke Childs, 86 yards. 2 for 47 for Jordan Eaton. Adamson, Tyler West, Owen Peterson, Mason Topalian caught 1, and Connor Kell had 3 catches in the first half. Brayson Phillips leading the way defensively with 4 tackles, as well as Rowan Williams, 4 tackles. McKay Wright had 2.5 in that first half. Of course, Brock Baker with a couple tackles and the interception. Look at some of the stat leaders for Desert Hills. Again, Bo Wall, 10 of 13, 75 yards. Tyden Morris, 6 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. He's averaging, thanks to that 48-yarder, 11.5 yards per carry. And then receiving, Azen Cummings, 2 catches, 48 yards. Had that little receiver screen that went for big yardage. Taven Morton's 3 for 18. Kona Crowell had 1 catch for 7 yards. And Tyden Morris caught 4 out of the backfield, but that wasn't working. They were keying on that. He only had 2 yards on his 4 receptions. And, big defensive first half for a couple of guys, including Lou and Polu. It seemed like they were making some pretty big plays there. Hunter Clark looked pretty good on the island out there at the cornerback. And it's 14-7 Mustangs.
And probably the best punt I've seen all season from Cyrus Polu, down, punted from the 40-yard line and landed on the 6-inch line. What a punt. What a special teams play.
It was over 60 yards. He's got 2 punts, and he's averaging 51.5 yards, and both were inside the 20.
Pretty good average and placement.
Yeah, I mean, when you put athlete by a kid's name, he's the all-around Swiss Army knife, like we've alluded to a couple of times. I mean, he had a kickoff return. He's a punter. He can play linebacker, defensive end. You can play him a running back, receiver. He can play all over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, last game he called a touchdown, punted the ball, kicked the ball.
Yep.
Just incredible.
At the half again, 14-7. Got the Stephen Wade kick for cash going on. Our guy Mark Musgrave, who hosts From the Bleachers with Caden Formmaster from 4 to 6 right here on 99.5 and 95.3, as well as up in Cedar City on 93.1. Glad you're with us tonight, whether you're listening on radio or watching the simulcast on region10sports.tv. This is the Rally Stop halftime show. Appreciate Rally Stop bringing you high school football on a Friday night. This is the Region 10 opener, and welcome to the halftime show. Rally Stop reminds you that after you're cheering your favorite teams on, there's not a better place to refuel than Rally Stop. Stop in, grab some gas, your favorite sodas or drinks, something to eat. They've got all your post-game celebration needs at Rally Stop.
Not 1, not 2, not 3.
Well, on the radio side, we'll take another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with some scores from around the region. Pineview at Hurricane tonight, and also Snow Canyon on the road up at Cedar to take on the Reds. Back after this 2-minute timeout inside our Rally Stop halftime show, where the Mustangs on the road lead the Thunder of Desert Hills 14-7 on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Bose Auto Parts knows that you can purchase items for your vehicle at many auto stores. When they started, they wondered what would make them stand out from the competition. They came up with customer experience. If they were more knowledgeable, helpful, and friendly than anyone else, people would keep coming back. It looks like you've noticed and voted Bose Auto Parts the best of Southern Utah for 2 years in a row. In addition to voting them best of Iron County, Bose Auto Parts would like to thank you for your continued support and coming to them for your auto parts needs.
It's fast, frequent, and fabulous monthly unlimited washes at Fabulous Freddy's. Forget the stickers, get the app, and update your car wash experience. It's so easy. Just Freddy's app, sync your Freddy card to your account, click the car on the bottom of the menu, select your wash plan information, and show your unlimited member number to Freddy's Ticket Writer. The many benefits include managing your membership, track reward points, exclusive discounts, and making appointments. Fabulous Freddy's monthly unlimited washes. And fabulous.
Attention for your buyers. Hi, this is Jason Baum with Bay Equity Home Loans. If you're thinking the market has outpaced your ability to buy, give me a call. Let me talk to you about programs that's specifically designed for first-time home buyers and get you on the road to buying your home. If you would be interested in learning how you can start the process of getting into your first home, you can reach me at baumloans.com. That's BAUMLOANS.com.
Bay Equity LLC, NMLS 76988 and 1252639, Equal Housing Lender.
Utah is growing in good ways, and Cache Valley Bank is growing with it. As our state grows, it doesn't forget its rugged roots or its frontier-blazing heritage. Neither will we. Cache Valley Bank outfits pioneers in business with the financial tools they need for the journey. We believe the grit and vision it takes to sustain a business is exactly what pioneering is all about. As Utah's financial outfitter, equipping bold ventures is our mission. Mountains await. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Back live here at Desert Hills High School at the half, 14-7. Little kick for cash being hosted by Mark Musgrave. They're going for a $500 kick as they raise money for the local home teams, different athletic teams. And this looks like a big foot, and it is good. It's a $500, maybe for the baseball team or something. I'm not sure, but that was a heck of a kick. That's kind of cool. We're inside the Rally Stop halftime show. Devin and Paul, glad you're with us here on your Region 10 radio network. And Paul, let's check the Region 10 scoreboard. Those other two games going on right now. What do we got?
So we got in Region 10 tonight, we got a couple games going, and one surprising one to me jumps off the page. The Cedar City Reds leading 10-6 over the Snow Canyon Warriors at halftime. Other scores we're looking at are going to be the Hurricane Tigers up 21-7 over the Pineview Panthers at halftime. And, of course, our game, Crimson Cliffs, leading here 14-7.
What's your reaction to that game between Snow Canyon and Cedar? Still anybody's ball game, obviously, with it being 10-6 at the break.
Yeah, absolutely. The Battle of Iron County was a well-fought war for the Cedar Reds, and that they ended up coming out on top. What an incredible performance to follow that up and challenge an incredibly athletic and fast Snow Canyon team, and to lead them at halftime. What an admirable effort by the Reds. They could be a sleeper in Region 10 the way they're starting out.
So you look at all the games, I mean, they're still all within reach right now. Again, Cedar leading Snow Canyon 10-6, Hurricane leading Pineview 21-7, Crimson leading here in our game 14-7. Those are your scores here inside our Rally Stop halftime show. We'll take another 60-second timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk second half adjustments. Mustangs lead the Thunder 14-7, but the Thunder will get the football first to start the second half. Stay with us.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Free. Stop halftime show, Thunder Mustangs. Let's get this second half going. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff with you here. And glad you're listening on Fox Sports Southern Utah or watching on region10sports.tv. And Paul, let's talk second half adjustments. Let's start with the Mustangs. They've got the lead. What do you think the message was from Coach Wayne Olafipo at the break?
I feel like they just got to continue to contain Bo Wall whenever he tries to get outside the pocket. He's been able to make a couple plays within the pocket, but outside the pocket, I feel like he's most dangerous, getting out and running in the open field. Made a couple plays there. I'd assume they want to keep him hemmed in. And then Tyden Morris, another guy that they're going to spotlight and being able to stop, because he just ran down the sideline and abused a couple defenders on his way in. And I think that they got to make some sure tackles going forward. Their tackling's been good. Made a lot of open field tackles to limit some Thunder drives, but Tyden Morris proved to be an issue there on his long touchdown run. For the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, I also think that Steele Barbin has to continue with the way he's playing. This is one of the best quarterbacking performances I've seen in Region 10 in a long time in the first half. I mean, 179 yards, almost an 80% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. He's really been just efficient, crisp, and for Crimson, if they want to win this game, he's got to continue to perform that way, and the sky's the limit if he can, because it's been impressive so far.
I agree. So, you got a 4-point game up in Cedar City with Cedar leading Snow Canyon. You got a 14-point lead right now for Hurricane at home in the Tigers Den in Hurricane over Pineview. one of those two teams will get their first win. Hurricane in line to do so right now. Here, a 7-point game at the half as both teams get ready to go back to live action. Entertaining first half. You and I talked about it, Paul. In that first half, there was a lot of momentum swings.
There was. Big Mo, Uncle Mo was out and about. The first swing came early on a 4th down and 10 play where Steele Barban found Eaton wide open for a 25-yard pass where two safeties were converging, but found him right in the pocket, open for an easy touchdown on 4th and 10. That was one of the momentum changers. And then the 60-yard punt to get Crimson down on the 1-yard line, another momentum changer, I thought, on the special teams end of things.
Yeah, because they ended up getting the ball back, having good field position, and then that helped, as the second quarter was starting, they flipped fields. Tyden Morris run that 48-yard touchdown run in, the only score in the first half. And then there was Childs on a post route. It was a beautiful ball from Barban that set up a Mason Topalian 5-yard touchdown run. So 3 touchdowns brought to you by Finley Hyundai. That means we're going to feed 3 kids for a full month. For every touchdown scored all season long, Finley Hyundai will give money to feed a kid for a month to Neighborhood Connection.
And can't emphasize how big that interception was right before the half by Crimson Cliffs, halting that Desert Hills drive that looked to potentially be on the way to tying the game.
Thunder could have tied it and had the ball. Now they've got the ball and will have another opportunity here to tie it as the Mustangs will kick off from the 40-yard line. And kickoff is going to be returnable from the 7 on a run. Polu bouncing around. Actually, that's Kona Crowell. Crowell bouncing to the 30, down the sideline near the 40 and wrestled out of bounds. Kona Crowell with a pretty good return. So pretty nice field position here for the Thunder to set up shop to open up quarter number 3, down by 7.
Our featured player tonight in the spotlight on the field, off the field and on the field. Kona Crowell making a big return, getting the momentum swing back to Desert Hills a little bit, starting this drive with great field position at the 40-yard line.
Going to be watching closely now that we're in the second half. We're looking for our defensive play of the game, brought to you by Morgan Pest Control. As always, we got our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game, and then we've also got our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game. So we got the Jason Baum bomb of the game. We got so much to watch for. An in around run to Holmes, stutter step, makes a man miss, spin move, makes another man miss, then drilled. Absolutely nailed after the spin move. Coming up, making that stop, number 34, McKay Wright again.
McKay Wright has been pretty much the sheriff of the outside the numbers runs. He has not allowed anything he doesn't like outside, and he has been, as we see here, getting penetration and then stretching it out, and then all the other Mustangs flock. And what a play again. When they're trying to get on those edges, Crimson has given Dikembe Mutombo the big no.
And Desert Hills has tried to run right quite a bit tonight. Of course, you got Stu Taufa, the left tackle. See if they run it left this time. We're going to throw. They're going to throw. Bo Wall in the pocket, looking, dancing around, has some time. Now he's got some pressure, makes a man miss, spins off a would-be tackle, and gets out of bounds. Short gain of 4.
Incredible individual effort. Ran about 40 yards in that play, but between all the running back and forth, sideline to sideline, and then what a pump fake there to freeze the defender, break a tackle, and just go out of bounds at a 4-yard gain. One of the better 4-yard runs you'll see all year long.
Well, it's smart, right? Your starting quarterback, Noah Fuatololo, is out indefinitely right now, and you need Bo Wall to stay healthy, so smart to get out of bounds, live to fight another down. You got a little positive yardage to make this 3rd and manageable. It's going to be 3rd and a long 6. Run it to Morris. Morris is going to get the first down and more across midfield. Needed 6, and he got 11. Tyden Morris with a big U First Credit Union first down.
And Tyden Morris starting to heat up as well. We talk about Steele Barban heating up from the passing side of things. Tyden Morris beginning to get his mojo going down the sideline again for a big rip-off gain.
McKay Wright and Jay Sweeten converging on the tackle, but not before. He got 11. Fresh set of downs for the Thunder. Handoff given. Tyden Morris trying to stretch it outside. Cuts back, runs north-south, got a couple. Flag flies in. And penalty on the play. gain of 2 as we await the penalty flag. Again, already the 10th penalty of this game, and we're just starting the third quarter. We've got 10:23 left in quarter number 3 with the Mustangs leading 14-7. This looks like it's backing them up. Blocking the back on the Thunder. So they'll accept that penalty and back them up, and they'll replay first down.
With the way the Thunder offense has been sputtering so far this game, you hate to see those penalties get them behind the sticks and make it even harder on them offensively, as they have had a tough go of it tonight, other than a Tyden Morris bust-off run.
Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at Hearst Ace Hardware, heart of St. George, heart of Cedar City. We'll be naming our player of the game a little bit later. Also looking for that Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert tonight. And it's a draw play. Bo Wall is going to get 4 back out to the 49, just shy of midfield. And it'll be second down and 14. Got the whole playbook here. Try to get a little piece of it back, or maybe try to take a shot too high safety, look defensively for the Mustangs. They run a 3-4. Desert Hills runs a 4-3 defense. A little bit different scheme between Coach Wayne and Coach Rick Barry. Wall looking to throw. He's got some time. He's flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right. Flag flies, caught, and turning it upfield is Cummings. And again, though, this one could be maybe coming back. Beautiful catch by Azen Cummings.
It's in the vicinity of holding, you would think.
Take a look on the right side. Pocket's kind of collapsing.
Hold on 34 there. You can see a little jersey being grabbed.
It's tough to know just looking at where the quarterback was, so I think it happened behind.
I don't think it was on the right tackle, was it, Paul? Was it on?
I thought the hold was on McKay, right? 34 on the right side. Yeah.
On that. Okay. Yeah, I was looking, and well, I was not watching that play. Can we see that one more time, Dusty? Do you have that one more time? Asking you shall receive another Holbrook Asphalt replay coming up. It might have been on Andrus on the double team. I couldn't tell. Regardless, the flag's out, and it's back in the Thunder up again. So they are
rolls out of the pocket, delivers a strike in time.
40 yards to get a first down here. It's second down and 40. Wall steps up, tucks, runs, and he's going to get out to the 44. Pretty good run. About a 13, 14-yard pickup, but it doesn't. Oh, my goodness, thank you. We just got a delivery to the press box, Paul.
Yeah, what a delivery in a big way. One of the best deliveries all night from any of the quarterbacks, non-quarterback division.
Yeah.
Big delivery.
Delivery from my wife. It was a pizza, ladies and gentlemen, for the guys in the booth. Third and long. They shuffle on the defensive front. They twist. They pick up the pressure over the middle, and it's too tall. But a flag flies in. They were trying to find Lincoln Holmes. And this one might go against the Mustangs, which would not give them the first down yet, Paul, but it would make it third and very, very manageable after it was just second and 40.
Yeah, what a defensive blunder there by the Mustangs as we look at it here. Just collapses on the receiver way before the ball gets there.
Sweeten just a smidge early, wasn't he?
More often, despite the
Mustangs leading 14-7 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Glad you're with us on your home for Region 10 football. And it'll be a run play, and Kona Crowell is going to be stacked up shy, but it's going to be about a 2.5 yard gain, maybe closer to 3. And it's going to be 4th and 1.
Coming up for Coach Barry and
What a tough spot here. You got to get this.
They're going for it, Paul.
They're absolutely going for it.
I think so. There's no
team
question.
is on the field. No punt team players forming on the sideline. This is a 100% go situation. You like the call here?
Yeah, Shaden Scott's out. Tristan John's very accurate, but he doesn't have as big a foot as Shaden Scott, who's been hurt. And so I think you got to go. You got Ty Morris. You play action, you throw, and Cyrus Polu makes the catch. And makes a man miss. He's inside the Cache Valley Bank red zone all the way down to the 15. And there's a flag down, Paul. There's a flag down. It's an ineligible player downfield. This one's coming back.
Oh, what a tough call here for the Thunder, as they had one of their best plays all night long. Deception on 4th down and short to make that pass to Polu, makes a couple man miss, and just comes back. Wow. What a tough call for the Thunder. Deflating.
Rick Berry has got to be beside himself right now.
Absolutely. I would be too.
It's just not working.
So,
In terms of, like I said,
it's not a first down. And it was a really good play design, well executed, except for somebody got down early. I couldn't tell who.
They got their hands in the air,
and now I think you got to punt it. It's 4th and 7.
The punt team entering the field now.
No flag.
What a wasted opportunity, though, Devin. We'll have to put a pin in this one and come back to it in the post-game show.
Polu, who just appeared to make a big catch, will now punt. It's a high kick, and it's going to take a pretty good bounce near the 20, and it's going to roll down near the 10-yard line, right at the 10-yard line. So, again, 3rd time Polu has pinned the Mustangs inside the 20. One was at the 2, one was at the 11, I believe, and then this one is at the 10. Almost all 3 inside the 10.
Yeah, and games can be won on the special teams display, and this is incredible effort by Polu, getting all those balls, just pinpoint accuracy down inside the 20. Incredible night for him tonight.
Mustangs, though, defense comes up with the stop via the penalty. And here comes Steele Barber, who has been so efficient tonight. He's got the 7-point lead and the football. Fresh set of downs. On first down, he's going to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. He's trying to find Connor Kell. And Barber threw a rocket. I just don't think he could get his hands on that one, Paul.
Yeah, not a lot of touch on that ball, but we've seen a great throwing display from Steele Barber tonight, but just not one of his better passes. Came out a little hot for his man there.
2nd down and 10. 7:14 to go. 3rd quarter. Mustangs lead by 7. Thanks for listening and watching tonight. And a run, a little scissors action. It is snuffed out by Ocean Taufa. Taufa, just a freshman, Paul. Stu's little brother.
Yeah, one makes play. Brothers contributing on both sides of the ball. Ocean there with a huge play for the defense, backing up the Mustangs even further.
Right there gets the matchup he likes.
Mustangs have slowed it down a little. They'll break the huddle. Barber will be out of the pistol look, but they usually come up sidecar. He's standing just inside the end zone. Mustangs backed up. Barber's going to drop, look to throw, looking. Pressure comes. He gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He short hopped to Pallion, but at least he dodged a safety.
Yeah, great pressure by the Desert Hills front 4 here. We can see number 90, Tassi Sauta getting a great push up front, and then the edges collapse on Steele Barban and force an errant throw. 4th down, and they're backed up here. This is a good opportunity to flip the field and get good field position to try and tie this game up.
14-7.
It's gone nowhere.
Messenger standing got about a yard and a half from the back line. They'll snap this from the 5. 6:29 to go in the 3rd quarter.
But if they can pin him there, Crimson is
the kick is a good kick, but returnable. And Holmes will grab it. And he's dropped immediately. Not much there for Lincoln Holmes, but again, with them backed up, great field position for the Thunder. They'll start this drive at the 37, and now a late flag just got thrown as the officials are conferring, and one threw a flag out of his pocket.
little extracurricular activity maybe here. It would have been a late call. I don't know what it could. Looks like they picking it up.
Not sure. I just had a screen collapse here behind me in the press box, so I was fixing it. So 1st and 10 Thunder. Man in motion, that's Lincoln Holmes. They'll give it to Tyden Morris. Tyden Morris behind Stu Taufa. Good push off the left side. The ball comes out, and the Mustangs say they have it.
Oh.
And Mustang football. It was a run off the left side, drug down from the back, tackled by Phillips. That's our Rowan Williams. And
an endless
Baker
pursuit.
ended up with the ball.
The endless pursuit of the Mustangs, never quitting on the play, forcing it from behind, it looked like there. Just popped it out, got the opportune bounce, and just landed right on it. Mustang ball. What another momentum-changing play.
Rowan Williams, I think, and Baker recovered it. So Barban goes right back to work with a little breathing room this time. Run right up the middle. Mason Topalian's going to push ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Topalian, the bruiser, he hasn't been called on as much tonight. Still Barban's impressive passing display, but when called upon, he's giving you those hard yards, engaging in contact, taking on defenders, lowering that shoulder, and just driving for 4 there in an impressive run by Topalian.
Turnovers, 1 interception right at the end of the half. Although it was a jump ball situation, that one really didn't hurt you too much other than you didn't get points. This one hurt you. Into the third quarter, you were in great position on 1st down. You had at least 6-7 yard gain, and the ball was stripped out, I believe, by Rowan Williams. That could be a Morgan Pest Control Defensive Play of the Game nominee. Could also maybe be our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game, because a takeaway in the second half, if this offense goes down and score and it's set up by that takeaway, that could be a momentum-changing play, no question about it.
They just want to come to this side. In their head, they've been talking, they've been aggressive, they've been making a difference.
So Mustangs will break the huddle.
Doing it to themselves. It's a combination of them doing it to
2 receivers set to either side.
good football.
Still Barban out of the gun. Thunder. Watch Topalian take the handoff. He bounced outside. He stiff arm attempt won't work, and wrestled out of bounds. Good tackle made by Riker Tuckness.
Riker Tuckness, as you can see here, is getting blocked, but it gets off his blocking, follows the sideline, and finds Topalian. Aggressive runner, doesn't go down, but forces him out of bounds for the loss there.
Great shot by a camera crew tonight. Ty running the camera, Dusty producing. Garrett back in the Fox Sports studio. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff into the third quarter, 4:44 to go. 3rd down and 9 for the Mustangs. They lead by 7. Barban looking to throw. Rocks, fires, delivers. Adamson caught, but he's right at the sticks, the 39. I think he got a U First Credit Union first down if they give him the 39, and it appears they have.
Incredible play, incredible throw, poised, pocket collapsing, and it just lets go the ball. An incredible route, stop route right at the sticks, gets the correct depth there. That's important. Never stop before the sticks. Always get past them and gets right to them and gets that first down for the Mustangs.
You can't underestimate the wherewithal, the down and distance as a route runner.
Absolutely, one of the most important things.
Barban continuing to play well. He'll hand off this time. Topalian runs right into one of his linemen, and it's driven back. Big stop there by Tamatasi Viliamasauta.
Normally wears the double nickels, but he is wearing number 90 tonight. And it looked like Topalian just ran right into his offensive lineman, Ashton Faulkner, on that play. Would have had more of a hole, but just didn't read it properly and ended up running into his own man. Created that stop for the Thunder.
Mustangs, again, they've been twins almost all night. They'll been trips a little bit. 10 personnel, play action throw, underneath, and a big hit comes by Hunter Clark, and Connor Kell, as the hit came, lost the football. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you can't blame that ball on Kell there. He just takes a huge hit, ball displaced from body. What a play by the Thunder DB. And getting this stop here, causing a third down and long situation where if you're the Thunder, this game isn't getting too late. It's not striking midnight like Cinderella, but it is getting late on you. And you need to start trying to get a drive going here, and that starts with stopping the Mustangs here.
Yeah, they're behind the 8 ball because of 2 turnovers. Mustangs don't have any tonight. And the Mustangs feel like this is so important, they're going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll step aside. Fabulous Freddy's timeout. Back in 30 seconds with the key third down. Mustangs on the Wilkinson scoreboard lead the Thunder at 14-7.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fabulous Freddy's, proud sponsor of high school football. And take a timeout, go get your car looking fabulous. Unlimited monthly car wash club. Drink, snacks. Ike's Sandwich Shop now open at the Bluff Street location. I love me some Ike's.
Yeah, the Matt Cain.
Gotta try it. Uh-oh, movement on both sides. Lou came in from the right end, and then a receiver for the Mustangs took off from the other side on the slot on the far sideline.
Be interesting to see how they sort this one out.
But Lou is closer in my line of view. That's right. That's the only reason.
And they're going to signal this as a false start.
Peterson was the one with the false start.
I couldn't tell who jumped first.
It was it was bang, bang. But nonetheless, the Mustangs take the detriment, move back 5.
Yeah, now it's 3rd and 14. They have the lead, but a key third down here. Out of the gun, Barbin. Pressure coming. He's going to roll outside. And he's going to throw deep, and it is caught! And he's going to score. He bounces off a would-be tackler, Ty West. Big-time catch. It's a 65-yard touchdown for the Mustangs.
65-yard house call. Ty West had a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown a couple weeks ago. Shows that speed again here. Just catches the ball, breaks off from his defender, and it is just easy strides to the house. Huge play in this game.
How about all the way down the field? Hunter Clark tried to recover and break that up like he did a couple plays ago on that Connor Kell pass underneath. That time he could not. And that could be Jason Baum, Bay Equity Home Loans. Bomb of the game right there as the extra point's up and good. We'll take another timeout on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Crimson Cliff's largest lead of the night, 21-7 over Desert Hills, late 3rd quarter.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
I'm Bo Bradshaw, owner of Bo's Auto Parts. I want to watch the game as well, so I'll make this quick. When you come into Bo's Auto Parts, our store mission is simple. Supply our customers with the best auto parts and the best customer service we can provide. Come on by and see if we can deliver.
This is a great opportunity to join the Morgan Pest Control's work family. Call Morgan Pest today at 435-673-9127 for this amazing job opportunity.
Back live here after a 65-yard big-time right hook thrown by the Mustangs offense. Off of a turnover, as I believe Rowan Williams stripped Tide Morris, and that's what set up that big play. And how about Barbin? Look at the numbers for the Crimson quarterback tonight. He has been sensational. 16 of 22, 252 yards, and 2 touchdowns after that big 65-yarder right there.
Like I said, Steele Barban playing the best quarterback game that I've seen all season long, any division, in non-region or not. He's just been pinpoint all night long, surgical precision, and it shows the stat line.
Well, he watched Timpview's 2 quarterbacks play amazing last week. And tonight, Barban's like, hey, I saw those guys do that. I can do that too. There's a little jet sweep to Holmes. That has not worked tonight, and it doesn't work again. As this defense gets side to side, the lateral pursuit, they just flock to the football.
Yeah, the parallel lateral pursuit, coming after that edge every single time, not letting the Thunder get out there. They obviously love doing it. We've seen it. Cedar Valley game that we did earlier this season, they love that jet sweep, getting out on the edge motion. Worked great that game. Just hasn't really been a solution against the Mustangs.
Got to remember, the run game coordinator, Stam Stevens, was with Coach Munkers for a long time, too. He comes over to Desert Hills with Coach Rick Berry. You see the Flyers run that a lot under Coach Blaine Munkers. Pass, and it's incomplete, out of the hand of Bo Wall, trying to hit Cummings. And Cummings was just running an out route. Javian just watched that one sail past his outstretched hands, and now it's 3rd down and a long 11, almost 12. We'll call it 3rd and 12 for the Thunder inside their own 20.
They haven't been there much tonight. The play they scored with Ty Morris, that was a pretty big.
And that last touchdown by the Mustangs on that 65-yarder, another kid will be fed from our friends at Finley Hyundai for a month. Finley Hyundai teaming up with Neighborhood Connection, and almost intercepted. Wall was going over the middle, and that one should have probably been caught by Fehi Fanulua. And he just wants that one back. Fehi wants that one back. That went right through the hands.
Yeah, Fehi had a great beat on the ball, read the play perfectly, undercut the route, and just couldn't come up with the interception. But did everything you can ask for him other than come up with the ball there. What a play.
With 2 minutes, 48 seconds over on the clock.
And Nula was moving from, I want to say, North or South Dakota. A movement. Everybody was moving there. Not sure who jumped first. And of course, Fehi's into the lineup because Aquin went down before the season started with a season-ending knee injury, and it's going to be offsides on Crimson. Not going to change anything except for maybe give another chance to pin inside the 20. He's 3 for 3 tonight.
I was going to ask you, does it sway your decision making in the slightest?
No.
With that 5-yard penalty.
No, we're still third quarter, 21-7 game. Polu angles this away from Ty West, and it backs up a little bit. And it's going to be midfield. Crimson football up by 14. Crimson's defense has played amazing tonight. 2 takeaways. Offense has been great with Barban slinging it around for 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. And the receivers, Childs 5 catches, 86 yards. That all came in the first half. West now 2 catches, 75 yards. Eaton 2 catches, 47 yards. Adamson 2 catches, 23 yards. Peterson, Connor Kell, Mason Topalian out of the backfield. They've all caught passes. Barban is sharing the pigskin tonight, Paulie.
Yeah, the distribution of the balls has been impeccable, second to none. I haven't seen it at the high school level in a long, long time where you have this many receivers, this deep of a room, where all these guys can get in the action. It's incredible.
Pass from Barban over the middle, caught by Adamson inside the 40, down to the 34-yard line. He's taken down by Tuckness, but another U First Credit Union
first down. And I would think that the Mustangs would look to run here, but when you're catching every pass, it's just as good as a run game. That clock still runs when there's a catch, of course.
Barban wants to throw again, looking left, throwing left, and wide open is Adamson. He'll cut back, put his foot in the dirt, cross up, and score it. Touchdown, Mustangs. And there is a flag back at the 40. And I don't know if it's roughing or holding. I didn't see what happened. Here comes our official, and it is a hold on the Mustangs. It's coming back. That'll take points off the board.
We've seen it from Desert Hills tonight. Have
See a face mask.
Tough. I didn't see it there.
Is that what they call it?
Like maybe a horse collar, if anything. Maybe that's
a little high tackle.
Yeah.
Horse collar. But
I didn't see the face mask. But that'll help Crimson out, and they've got the 21-7 lead. The penalties again have hurt both in opportune moments. You just saw the Mustangs have a touchdown taken off the board, but after that penalty, knocking on the Cache Valley Bank red zone again. And now we've got some substitutions coming for the Mustangs. Trips to the far side. Barbin looking to that far side. Now it's a high jump ball, and it's intercepted. It went through Eaton's hands. Hunter Clark makes the pick. He's got Kona Crowell down the sideline. Hunter Clark tackle from the backside down at the 30-yard line. And just when he thought Crimson was going to pull away, Hunter Clark off the tip grabs the Oski. First takeaway for the Thunder defense tonight. Eaton had to go high and just maybe brush his hands, and Clark able to concentrate and take it away.
And then Clark acting like a receiver with the ball. Makes a few men miss, weaves down the sideline. But what an effort play by Connor Kell on the Crimson Cliffs, running him down from behind at the 28. Forward momentum and getting his friends to circle up and get the tackle.
Third down for the Thunder. 3rd and 8 from the 28 of Crimson. After the Hunter Clark interception, Thunder down 2 scores, 21-7. They desperately need to get into the end zone. Just 42 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Defense shuffles, 3-man front. Mortensen comes up to the line, receiver steps off. They'll boot it. Wall is going to dump it, and it's incomplete. Man, I thought Bo maybe could have ran, but decides to dump it to Polu last second, and he missed him.
Yeah, had the clear yardage, I thought, getting to the first down marker, but decided to throw it and threw it behind. Tough play there for the Thunder, who really need this drive, as time is not their friend anymore as we wind down 37 seconds in the third quarter.
And now 4th and 8. And you got to leave the offense out there. And this, for the Thunder at least, is probably your Bo Auto Parts crucial part of the game. You got to convert here down by 14.
I would 100%
There's still time,
agree.
but this is a big play.
To be down in this spot, have the opportunity. This is a big momentum-changing play if they can get something here.
Trips to the left. Wall has the snap. Bo fires to the right side, single receiver side, and it's in and out of the hands of the receiver. Really good coverage over there by Charles Morby, and that'll be a takeaway, a turnover on downs as Morby closed the gap and deflected the football.
Morby with a complete collapse right there on the receiver, and just gets there right when the ball gets there. Just perfectly timed, perfectly pursued. Another great defensive play, and I shouldn't be so surprised with Wayne Alafipo as the head coach there. The defense is sound always.
So, 32.9 third quarter. Mustangs and still Barbin go back to work. They've got a 14-point lead.
And now the Mustangs have the football.
Topalian in the backfield. He'll get a draw play. A little bit of room to the outside and then close down. Tuckness drives him out of bounds. Polu there as well.
I expect a heavy dose of Topalian now with the 2-score lead. You're in a position where you can start running clock now, start running the ball, pounding the ball if you can still pick up first downs. Obviously, the air game has been extremely effective throughout the night, but I would look for the Mustangs to shift to more of a ground attack for the duration of the rest of this game.
27.2, but he did run out of bounds, so the clock does stop. 2-yard gain, so 2nd down and 8. Barbin ready for the snap, has it, gives it again to Topalian off the right side. He'll have some running room. Mortensen hits him hard, but he bounces off. And then it was Kona Crowell. Crowell will come in to wrap him up and ultimately take him down. And it'll be 3rd and short.
Gaining steam as he goes. Not the biggest in stature, but runs smash mouth football.
That'll do it for the 3rd quarter. Mustangs will have a 3rd and 1 when we start the 4th. Put 4 fingers in the air. The region opener for the Mustangs and the Thunder. And on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, Mustangs lead 21-7.
We are Utah's financial outfitter. And we're here.
Rally Stop in Cedar City is proud to support Region.
Cache Valley Bank. Mountains await. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. Hearst General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
So the Mustangs take a 14-point lead into the 4th quarter. It has been a very, very good night for the quarterback of the Mustangs. Steele Barbin, 17 of 24, 265, 2 touchdowns tonight. And you think he won't have to throw it too much, but I think as well as he's throwing tonight, if they need a key 3rd down and 6 or 7, they'll put it in his hands. But I think you're going to see a lot of the ground and pound from the Mustangs here with a 14-point lead.
Absolutely. This is in a stage of the game where it's time to drain the clock. You've got a 2-score lead. You just take the ball out of your quarterback's hands, start feeding Topalian early and often, and it's time to get him going.
Barbin, 3rd and 1. They're going to run it. No, they're going to throw it. Trying to set up a screen. Under pressure, Polu gets to Barbin, and still Barbin gets rid of it, but it's deflected by Polu, and it'll
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities.
Big time defensive effort by Cyrus, the sophomore Polu, who doesn't look like a sophomore to me, Paulie. He looks like a Paulus senior at this point.
As we see here, just the pursuit and the endless pursuit, and Steele Barbin trying to rear back and throw, but Cyrus Polu just smothering him there, not allowing any kind of action there. So what a stop by the Thunder. They get the stop they need, get the ball back.
Another nominee for our Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game.
Yeah.
Messenger to punt it. Good punt. Returnable from the 25. Here comes Taven Mortensen. He'll break a tackle, breaking another one. Flags fly. And now he's taken down at around the 31-yard line. Ocean Taufa was trying to make a block there. Did he get him on a blindside block? Mortensen tried to go return left. Yeah, he kind of got him in the
face, man.
The side of the ribs with the hands. I think they're going to call it a block in the back on Taufa. It was close, but I can see why the official threw that flag in that situation. And that'll back the Thunder up. Penalties have hurt both teams tonight. You look at the penalties now. 7 for 65 yards for Desert Hills, 11 for 90 for the Mustangs.
Put that in perspective, the Thunder just had 40 yards just a couple minutes ago, and they picked up 2 quick penalties to add 25 onto their total. Just tough mental mistakes, and in a time in the game when you really need to play crisp, clean football. And that's something the Thunder haven't done much tonight, and they've been behind the sticks all night. And it's tough for a sophomore quarterback in his maturation process to be behind the sticks so often. But the Thunder need to lean on their run game, maybe hit some long passes here in the 4th quarter, and get back in this game.
Yep. We'll see if they can do it. Still time for Desert Hills. They'll go to the ground, and it'll be Tyden Morris. He'll get to the outside, out across the 45 to the 46. Tyden Morris with a nice run to get this drive started.
And Desert Hills, as we see here, been trying all night long to get out on this edge, and they finally have success in the form of a big run for Tyden Morris. Big play for the Thunder.
How many tackles do you think Tyden Morris has broken?
A ton.
And he broke another one there.
Another one there.
As he takes it near a 10-yard gain, just shy of a U First Credit Union first down. It's a pickup of 9, second down and 1.
And another thing about Tyden Morris, it seems he's always falling forward, getting that extra half yard to a yard every carry. He's just such a bulldozer back there.
Doesn't seem like he's getting tired. Kona Crowell will spell him in the backfield with Bowall out of the gun. They'll run it to Kona. Kona will bounce now, stay north-south. And the ball comes out, but Stu Taufa is going to jump on it and save the day. That was nearly another turnover, but big Stu Taufa pounced on it. That football got popped, looked like the helmet right through the football here. And it was T-Bone Marshall that forced that fumble going low.
Active play there, getting up in the mix. Little guy makes a big play, separates ball from player, and Stu Taufa, the man on the scene, ready to recover the ball and save the hopes for the Thunder.
So 1st and 10, though. They do move the chains. U First Credit Union first down, and it's intercepted nearly as Holmes dropped it. McKay Wright almost kept it off the turf, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, just another missed opportunity, unfortunately, for Desert Hills there. The ball was put in the right spot, and the receiver just couldn't make the catch there. But obviously some frustration there. I see him motioning to Bowall that it's his bad, but obviously a play they needed there. So
early fourth quarter, 10:22 left in this game, 21-7 Mustangs leading. Desert Hills with the football, driving at Crimson's 42. Sophomore quarterback Bo Wall puts Tyden Morris to the left. He's going to throw. Pressure comes. Wall is going to be dropped. Rare sack. Scott Nyson with the sack. And Wall is dropped back near the 49-yard line.
And just right up the A-B gaps, the pressure was prevalent. And just straight to the quarterback. Bo Wall had no time, and he just had to eat that one because pressure was coming. More guys were on the way.
6th sack of the year for Nyson. He's good at that. This is just the 4th game of the season. It's actually over at Reach Higher, the new Sports Performance Center today. I met Scott's older brother today. Now really against the chains here. 3rd and 16, almost 17. Over the middle, caught by Holmes. Holmes is going to dance to the 35, trying to get the 34, and he's going to be 2 yards shy of a first down. And now a key 4th down coming up. But a little redemption there for Link after not making the last catch over the middle. Hauls that one in, and now the Thunder can draw up a 4th down play. Down 14. Field goal doesn't do a lot for you here with 9:28 left in the 4th quarter.
What do you draw up here if you're Rick Barry?
I like that little play they rolled Wall out where he had some turf to run, ended up deciding to dump it to Polu. But you already showed that, so I don't know if they'll go back to it or not. They're going to run quarterback keeper. And up the middle, Wall is fighting for the yardage, and forward momentum is going to get him the 33, and I don't know if it's enough. He needed the 32 and a half, and he got the 33. They're half a yard shy. That's the 2nd turnover on downs in this second half for the Thunder offense. And they run the quarterback draw, and a big play made by Andrus right in the heart of that defensive front for the Mustangs.
The big guy's getting down dirty, dominating that line of scrimmage on that play. Bo Wall just trying to get anything he could, but he just ran straight into a wall. There was nothing, nowhere to go.
Big Parker Andrus coming up. The junior making a stop. He had help. 9:23 to go. And now the Mustangs can go back to work offensively. High pass caught by Eaton and then dropped at the 40. And then a late hit on somebody. And the Mustangs are going to get an unsportsmanlike here. I saw at the end of this play a little wrestling match, and I'm not sure if it will be off settings because the Thunder player went to the ground.
Big boys up front, AT.
You know, they've been mixing it in the trenches all night long. It's hot. They're tired. They're talking. Crosstown rivalry. And, you know, sometimes the guy that retaliates is the one that gets caught.
It's always the second guy in anything in life, and especially in football, because you're caught there red-handed, and the guy that's already that you're hitting has already done what he's going to do. So never want to be the second guy, ever.
In this offensive position,
Great
it still means a lot.
crowd tonight from these two schools. They're about 5 miles apart. Mustangs visiting stands packed. Students are packed in. Throw to Eaton again. Takes a big hit, and Eaton delivers a big hit, too, against Crowell and Clark. And they'll get a chunky yardage back.
Intriguing to me that the Mustangs are still sticking with the pass game. I know it's a more shorter pass game, so it's a form of the running game in a way.
Kind of an extension of the run.
It is, but at the same time, wouldn't you want to just be secure and just handing the ball off and not risking a drop or incompletion?
I don't know. Barbin's, what, 18 to 26 or something like that tonight?
Maybe it's not the night to say that.
They've been really throwing the ball nicely. Comfortable in the pocket, looking to throw again, and it's going to be tipped and nearly deflected over towards the Thunder secondary behind him, and a flag down again, Paul. This crew has been busy tonight.
Yeah, the first part of the game, it didn't seem as if there was many flags, but towards the end here, we've picked up in a big way. There's been a lot of infractions on both teams.
Did he get there early?
That is close. Simultaneous.
Did Polu get there early? They say he did.
Can't believe it. Yeah. Crimson Cliffs, they'll absolutely.
That's a bang play. We saw one earlier that was close as well. They called against Sweeten, and this time they call a pass interference against the Thunder, and that'll extend the drive, and they can work on some more clock here. Mustangs with a 21-7 lead with only 8:25 left to go in the fourth quarter.
It's getting late in this one, and I expect the Mustangs to continue to just get the ball out quick or run the ball. Topalian is the deep back this play, not now shifts to the sidecar.
They'll give it to Mason Topalian, and he is going to be dropped. Nice job by number 92, Tegan Smith. Only 5'7". He's a junior defensive end, getting some minutes here and making a nice tackle, just scraping down the line.
Yeah, moving down, just keep scraping, moving from guard to tackle to tight end all the way down the line until you finally find Mason Topalian and make that play. Beautiful play.
2-yard loss on the tackle by Tegan Smith.
Second and long after the 2-yard.
Barbin has the snap, looking to throw. Over the middle, crossing route, Connor Kell, maybe a little bit behind him, he couldn't bring it in. Incomplete.
And Connor Kell's had sure hands most of the night, but this brings me back to why are we throwing here up 20 or up 14? I'm wondering, but it is an extension of the run game, the short passing game, and it's been effective tonight. But I wonder if you just give to Mason Topalian and let him work here.
Well, if you're going to throw on second down, you probably
are going to throw on third down.
Yeah, you're not too worried about the clock. I do hate it when you get too conservative.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
I like sometimes it can bite you.
Keep the pedal on the gas.
Barbin has looked well tonight. You know, that one was not his fault.
Several times tonight.
He's only missed on eight throws, maybe 9 throws with that last incompletion. And he is going to be under pressure. He rolls up in the pocket, throws it deep down the field. It's incomplete. Couldn't put enough oomph on it to get it over the top to Boston Adamson, the intended receiver, and it'll be fourth down.
And Adamson had a step. If there wasn't so much pressure, I feel like that might have been a completion. But as we take another look here, Barbin flushed, steps up in the pocket, delivers a deep ball, but just a little short, as we can see there. But like I was saying, I had a step on him.
That was a little Mahomes pocket presence there, wasn't it? I know he didn't deliver the ball on the money there, but that was a really good job there by Barbin. And punt unit on, Messenger kick it away. And it's returnable. And he's going to get to the sideline and go out of bounds. Not much there on the return by Lincoln Holmes. Just had a report that one of the stadium lights dimmed or went out. Still looks pretty light on the field to me, doesn't it, Paul?
It does. It looks bright as a crystal out there, but we might have a light out on our side that we can't see.
And now Bo Wall in this offense really has to work quickly. They need 2 scores. So you gotta try to score, with enough time and 3 timeouts that you can get the ball back if you can get a stop. But this drive very important. Down 21-7 with 7:27. They start this drive with some scissor action. The handoff to Morris. Neison's going to take him down, and it's a gain of a yard or so. Good sportsmanship. Both teams helping each other up.
Was about to say that. Neison lending his hand and showing great sportsmanship as you just referenced. And Neison's been active all night long defensively.
Oh, we're getting reports the lights went out at Hurricane in that game. Not here. I was like a little confused for a second, but that's across town. We'll get you a score update on those other games in just a second. But right now, 2nd down and 9. Wall's going to step. He's got a little room. He's going to tuck out about, stop the clock right near the line to gain. And I think it might be enough if they give him. Yeah, it's going to be a U First Credit Union.
First down. And what a scramble there by Wall. Just sees the open field in front of him and takes it. And there wasn't a Crimson defender for 5 yards when he initially took off. Great awareness.
So fresh set of downs for the Thunder. They trail by 14. Got some score updates for you in just a second. Things tightening up on a Friday night in Region 10 football. Handoff again to Morris. Morris hit, falls forward, and he'll get 3. Up in Cedar City, Snow Canyon, with about just under 7 minutes to go, has a 20-17 lead over Cedar City. They trailed 10-6 at the half. And Pineview has clawed back into that game out in Hurricane. Hurricane had a 21-7 lead at the break, I believe it was. And now it's 21-13, 8-point lead for the Tigers.
As we always say, expect the unexpected, things tightening up as we didn't think they would.
Expect the unexpected. Wall trying to make something happen. Dancing around, rolling right, throwing, caught by Cummings. On the sideline, Azen Cummings will bring it to the body, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. And that's another U First Credit Union first down for the Thunders. They're on the march, clock down to 6:03.
Bo Wall, most composed he's looked in the fourth quarter with that gun of a throw to the sideline, right the toe tap, perfect throw.
Bo Wall going to roll to the left, blocked by Morris. Morris will let go, not get a hold, and Bo Wall follows block out of bounds and pick up some positive yardage, a pickup of maybe 3 or 4.
Bo taking what's given to him now, like Coach Barry said.
And stopping the clock
in the pregame. He's just making the smart plays and taking what's in front of him. And it's great to see in a young quarterback's career whenever he starts to take that step and not trying to do too much.
Well, he has to balance his time between his baseball stuff in the summer, but I know he's been working with some really good quarterback coaching. Been to a lot of individual camps along with all the team camps. And it's showing here. Wall's going to take a shot down the sideline. It's caught by Morty. Morty's going to make a man miss. Morty's going to take it into the Cache Valley Bank red zone. And another U First Credit Union first down. Thunder on the move.
The Thunder, Mortensen, T-Money there, makes a play and then shucks his defender and gets another extra 5 yards. What a play.
One of the captains. 4th catch of the night for Taven. Kona Crowell in the backfield to the left. Bo Wall looking twin side, trip side, and he's going to complete it. Cummings makes the catch, and he's going to take it down inside the 10. Javian Cummings this time, and that's another first down deep in the Cache Valley Bank red zone. Thunder trailing 21-7, but they are moving quickly, Paul. Still 5:39 to go in this game.
Yeah, what a drive they've put together, and not a lot of elapsed time. The key there, the time is their enemy at this point, so they got to be efficient, and they have.
Yeah, this drive started at 7:27. You look up on the clock, and there's still 5. And Tide Moore's going to run and ground game in effect down near the 2-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Off left tackle behind Stu Taufa. No flags down. And now we've got a timeout. Fabulous Freddy's timeout. I didn't see our referee, Joe Wright, signal which team took it, but Crimson Cliffs will take the timeout. We'll take it as well. Timeout's brought to you by Fabulous Freddy's. 32nd timeout on the Wilkinson scoreboard. 21-7. Mustangs lead, but the Thunder driving in the red zone.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Go to ApplianceWholesalersPlus.com.
We are back here on a Friday night, the Region 10 opener, crosstown rivals. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff. Glad you're with us on the simulcast tonight, whether you're listening on Fox Sports in St. George or Cedar City or watching the live stream on region10sports.tv. Second down and 2 from the 2. Second down and goal from the 2, and they're going to run it. And it's Tyden Morris, and Tyden Morris going to stretch ahead. Did he get in? No signal yet. And they're going to appear to mark him short. And it's going to be 3rd and an inch, 3rd and goal.
2 key stops by the Crimson Cliffs defense there. And to run some more time off this clock, another minute has elapsed on these last 2 runs.
And they're going to run it again, and this time Tyden Morris just bulldozes his way in. His second rushing touchdown of the night. Finley Hyundai touchdown. They'll feed another kid through Neighborhood Connection for an entire month with our partnership with Region 10 Football. Tyden Morris.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
Returnable by Ty West. He's going to start up the middle, break outside, break a tackle, but then Hunter Clark and company will wrestle him to the ground. And Crimp's going to be backed up a little bit inside their own 15 to start a very important drive, Paul.
Yeah, this is a drive that the Crimson can either win or lose the game on right here and now, because if they can run this clock down and eliminate all chances for the Thunder to respond, that is the most predictable or most likely outcome if they want to win this game. If they want to control the ball and win the game, then they'll just pick up first down after first down. But if they kick it back to the Thunder, and the way how hot their offense has been running, this game could go either way.
We're seeing it's a final now. Snow Canyon has beaten Cedar 20-17. So Snow Canyon gets back to 2-2 on the season and 1-0 in Region 10 play. Nice road win for the Warriors. They're going to play action pass down the sideline, one-on-one, off the hands of Boston Adamson, incomplete.
Looking for Boston Adamson on a home run ball there down the sideline, but the coverage was step for step, stride for stride, and another good throw by Steele Barb, put it in a spot where it could have been made. A play could have been made on the ball, but just wasn't made.
Second down at 10. They stay aggressive. Mustangs out of the gun. Barbin looking to run a draw play. So delayed handoff up the middle, breaking to the outside. It's a gain of 4 to the 19.
And there's the run play that we were looking for to keep that clock churning. The first down play, I understand, take your shot, maybe make a big play, get out of negative territory. But here, I'd like to see another run, Devin. I don't know about you, but make the clock run, try and pick up the first down on the ground. If you have an incompletion here, with how quickly the Thunder just went down the field, I don't know.
See what they decide to do. 3rd and 5. Inside their own 20. Mustangs lead by 7. Barbin poised in the pocket, collapses under pressure, has to dump it off. It's incomplete. And the Mustangs will have to punt the football.
Once again, getting in the backfield for the Thunder.
Oh,
Kealo Lou again.
Lou again, man. He has been a constant all game long, shot out of a cannon. Just makes another play on Steele Barbin. Not able to get that ball off in a comfortable spot to make a good play. Just gets rid of it. And we got 4th down. And we got a chance for the Thunder here to get in good field position and have a chance to go on in at the end of this game.
Things definitely getting interesting. We've already seen one overtime game 2 weeks ago when Desert Hills was down 21-0 at halftime. They come back and win 31-28 in overtime against the Aviators. Important punt is away. Returnable by Holmes from his own 44. He'll stop and start again, makes a man miss, and then he is gang tackled down shy of the 50.
And now enters the drive where Bo Wall becomes the man. This is the time where he can cement himself. He obviously is the starter going forward with Noah being out, but this is a chance for Bo Wall to leave his mark on the season early on and prove to his guys that he is the guy going forward.
So, here we go. Crunch time. Region opener. Crimson leads by 7, 21-14 with 3:39 to go, and they start this drive. It's almost intercepted by Rowan Williams.
Defensive lineman with the active hands. Rowan Williams calls the strip earlier and gets his hands up and knocks that down with those big bear paws. What a play as we see here. The screen was open, but just denied. What a play.
Second down and 10. That is a lineman's dream if you can bring that in.
I was always told, fall on the ball. Don't ever try and scoop it. But
Wall out of the gun. 10 personnel, 3-by-1. Trips to the top of your screen or the far side of the field. Working right to left on your radio dial. Wall going to pump fake on a screen to Cummings. Javian makes the catch. Bottled up pretty well and finally taken down by Brock Baker, the cornerback on the far side. Or was that Charles Morby? I couldn't tell over there. It was Morby, I believe. Baker not in there right now. I wonder if something happened to Brock. So Morby, we've seen him in a couple series here lately.
Makes a stout play there to make that stop because they were churning the yardage-wise with those legs.
3rd down and 5 from, and it's a screen to Morris. First down and Morris 35 down to the 30, and there is a flag on the play, Paul.
I saw one, yeah, in the vicinity of holding.
You get those linemen downfield.
All the way back around the 40-yard line.
Wow. Another great play setup. We saw that on third down on this. Cyrus Polu taken away because of a holding. Same thing happens here. Big play taken away because of a holding in a dire time to have that happen.
Wow. Well, watching that play, he did get on the shoulder. He really didn't need to hold there. And it wasn't an egregious hold, but enough to call for the official to call it. And all he needed to do was make contact there, and Morris was already going past him. So now 3rd and 11 for the Thunder. Certainly 2-down territory here. 2:47 to go. Thunder down by 7. Trying to put a game-tying drive together. Throw is complete. And he's going to be just shy, and he stays in bounds. It's Cummings again on the reception.
Cummings right by the sideline. Couldn't get out of bounds. Clock stays rolling here.
A's and Cummings. 4th and 1. There's been 2 turnover on downs by this terrific Mustang defense. Can they get a third?
They're looking to make the stand here. Crowd in the box.
This has awards written all over it on this play. 4th and 1. Wall fakes. Now he runs a delayed draw, and I don't know where the spot is. I think he's short. He's short. They did it again. The Mustangs defense for the 3rd time tonight. Folks, that is your Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game. Are you for real? This one was delayed. You got 2 lead blockers. It looked like the blocks were there, and then all of a sudden, once Wall started, he was stone shy of the line to gain.
Just ran straight into a brick house. Nowhere to go. The delayed draw where you fake the initial draw, and then the quarterback, Bo Wall, takes it up the gut to no avail. Nothing there for him. Absolutely stellar play by the defensive front of the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs.
And now Desert Hills has got to try to strip the football. You got to believe they're going to go to the ground and pound here. And you got some timeouts to use. So there's still a chance they'll run it. Topalian stacked up, no gain. And Coach Barry will quickly take a Fabulous Freddy's timeout. Just a reminder, coming up in our post-game show, we'll name our Hearst Ace Hardware Player of the Game. And we'll also name our Playmaker Play of the Game, brought to you by AWP, Morgan Pest Control Defensive Play of the Game. We'll talk about all that. And we need one more score to get the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert, so everyone can go over to Yogurtland and get 5 ounces free frozen yogurt, Paul.
We do need that here, so maybe.
And I don't unless if it goes to overtime, it's probably a lock. But if Crimson has their way, they will just get a first down and ice this game. That's all. They just need 1 first down.
And you feel like they'll lean on Topalian here. They're not going to. Even though they've been going to the air late in this game, where I've thought in times they shouldn't have, but they're going to run Topalian over and over and over here in this ending sequence to try and ice this one.
There it is, a final. Snow Canyon has won 20-17 up in Cedar City. The Snow Canyon gets the region road win tonight, a bounce-back win for Snow Canyon after dropping a couple in a row. They're 2-2 on the season.
Fought a little adversity down at half.
Yeah, down 10-6 at half. Come back and win it. 2nd down and 10 here. Flyers sitting back on a bye week. They don't play tonight. Run up the middle. Topalian has a crease, and he's going to get 6, maybe 7. Out near midfield. It's going to be 3rd down. Another timeout taken by Rick Barry in this Desert Hills defense. 3rd and a couple. And now, got to step over that. And it's going to be one of those plays that define a game coming up here, Paul. We had some people walking past us in the broadcast booth. We had to get untangled for a second. Glad you're with us tonight here on Fox Sports Southern Utah. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff. And 1 timeout remaining for the Thunder. They've used 2 in a row, 1:51 on the clock. 3rd down. Ball spotted right at Crimson's own 49-yard line. Got to get down to the 47 of Desert Hills. 3rd and 4. Here we go. Barbin out of the gun. Going to throw over the middle, and it is incomplete. He dropped it. He just couldn't make the catch and bring it in, and it's going to be 4th down.
First down, instead it's 4th and 4, and Crimson's going to have to put it away to the Thunder.
Looked like it was a pretty good pass from Barbin there, and Peterson just couldn't bring it in.
Good attempt there by Barbin. He put the ball where it needed to be. It's just a tough bang-bang play there and couldn't come up with the catch. And now the Thunder set up for one last chance with 1:47 to go. You think that obviously you're going to have to go heavy air game to try and get down the field quickly, but they have a chance. That's all you can ask for at this point.
Messenger punt, and it's going to be a low kick, nearly blocked, on a bounce, fielded at the 15, down the sideline, and out of bounds near the 30. Oh, it was a beautiful play call and design. You run Peterson over the middle, a little curl route. It was a little bit of a low throw, and it looked like he just didn't snatch it cleanly, and then when he tried to double clutch it, it just fell to the ground. But I like the play call. Man, we've seen Peterson be really sure-handed, very uncharacteristic drop right there.
It was open, but they were expecting to run. The box was loaded.
Yeah,
it was a good
play call. Yeah, absolutely. And they've stayed aggressive.
Yeah.
They have not went too conservative here, but now Desert Hill's a chance to drive down and tie this game. 1:38 on the clock, 1st and 10. Here we go. Wall sitting in the pocket. Now he's flushed out. Circles back around. Looking to throw on the run. Has a comeback route caught. Cummings is going to be trying to get the sideline. He cannot. Clock will run. Desert Hill's got to go quick. 1:24 and ticking.
And Bo Wall, what composure there. The blitz was on, the pressure, driven him into the backfield, as we can see here, circles back and just evades and makes a play when he can on the sideline.
These two quarterbacks have really played well tonight. Wall going back up top, and it's incomplete pass. Oh, it was there too, and it would have been enough to move the chains on the sideline and stop the clock with the incompletion. We're trying to find Cummings again. Wall's numbers 17 of 27, 151. Barbin for Crimson 18 of 31, 274, and 2 touches.
They trail 21-14 here in the 4th quarter with 1:06 on the Nets on fire clock. Desperation time.
Here we go. 3rd down and a short 5 for the Thunder in their own territory, down by 7. Over the middle of the sticks, it's caught. That'll stop the clock to move the chains as First Credit Union.
First down. And what a throw by Bo Wall there, composed, poised, and just puts it right where it needs to be and move the chains and the clock running here, and they're going to spike.
Yeah. The clock stopped when they started to move the chains right at 1 minute.
Yep.
So 2.9 seconds come off the clock on the spike.
You would rather use that.
Coach Barry saying at this point in time, I want to go ahead and stop the clock. I still got 3 downs to get the first down. Do you like the decision there?
I do. I think Coach Barry, he's making prudent decisions right now with a young quarterback, and he's doing what's best for his team here. But at some point, you're going to have to take some shots. You're going to have to air it out.
Hot temperatures. Obviously, it's cooled down a little bit since the sun has set. It was 107, 108. Wall going to throw. 2nd down. Looking over the middle. Pass it outside. Caught. 1st down. And clock stop. And it's Cummings again. Nice little play by Wall finding Javian Cummings.
Javian Cummings getting to the sideline, beating the DB there to the spot, and just taking advantage of a great route. What a play, what a throw. Crisp, and keeps the drive alive.
To go back to my thought, it was 111 the high today. It's still 99 degrees right now. Plus you got the turf temperature with the heat. Rolling out, throwing on the run. Wall short hops him. Probably not a bad miss.
Because you think about the time that would have elapsed.
The interception if you misfire high.
Yeah.
And inside. Kind of trying to throw it low to the outside where only his guy had a chance to make a play. And now we're down to 46.9 seconds. Glad you're with us here. Crimson trying to hang on. Had a 7-0 lead. Desert Hills tied at 7-7. Then they took a 14-7 lead. Then it was 21-7. Desert Hills got with it 21-14 on a Titan Morris touchdown run. Now they'll go underneath Cummings. And Azen Cummings is going to be tackled at the 45-yard line. Short gain. That is not what you need. They'll give you the middle of the field in this situation. And now the Thunder got to go quick. Clock ticking down to 30 seconds. Wall looking, third down, over the middle, caught, and that's a first down, so the clock will stop.
He's a little short.
Is he? You're right. I thought maybe forward progress was past the sticks, but they will mark him short, and that means Coach Berry had to take his final timeout.
That's the difference. A game of inches right there, because pick up that first down, the clock stops, you have a chance to get up there and spike, but instead you have to use your last timeout. What a perfect form tackle right at the first down marker by the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs.
22.6 seconds to go. Fabulous Freddy's timeout on the field. Ike Sandwich Shop now open at the Bluff Street Fabulous Freddy's. A lot of their sandwiches named after famous athletes. It's a sandwich shop that started out in the Bay Area.
Yeah, the Madison Bumgarner.
I had that one.
Yeah, the Matt Cain, another good one.
Yep, they've got some local.
Yeah, they got a Steve Young, a BYU flair for you.
Kind of a fun menu if you haven't checked it out. While you're getting your car washed, stop by this weekend at Fabulous Freddy's and try Ike sandwiches. They are delicious. So here we go. 22.6 seconds left.
Yeah, if you're gonna run,
4th and 1. I'm sure if you're running the ball here, you have another play and you can go quick. They're going to throw. Wall looking, going over the top, and it is intercepted. Picked off. Mustangs are going to win this football game. Jay Sweeten coming up big. How about this Mustang defense? They have been incredible tonight. Sweeten jumped the route, made the pick, and Crimson's going to beat Desert Hills in the region opener.
And Jay Sweeten is sweet tonight. What a play, undercuts the route, gets right where the ball is going to go before the receiver can even come close to getting there. What a play. Crimson Cliffs going to run away and win this game. The Stampede's going crazy, up and down, jumping. They're pumped. What a game.
Victory formation, and the Mustangs are going to join Snow Canyon as winners tonight in Region 10. We're getting word that the Pineview Hurricane game, the lights are back on, so they have resumed action out there. Last score up we had was 21-13. Hurricane was leading Pineview. There's the old victory kneel down. What a game for Steel Barbin tonight. And how about this defense? A collective effort tonight. And Jay Sweeten, man, we've had defensive plays all over tonight. And we'll sort it out. We'll hand out all our awards inside of our post-game show. Weather final tonight. The Stang Gang wins it. The Mustangs are now 3-1 overall, 1-0 in region play. Final score on the Wilkinson's House, a lighting scoreboard, 21-14. Devin Nixon, Paul Ratliff inviting you to stick around after a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the post-game festivities here tonight. Don't go away.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
The staying gang of Crimson Cliffs has come to the hills in the desert and beaten the Thunder. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, thanks for joining us in the postgame show. Well, I think I named about 4 Morgan Pest Control defensive plays of the game, and I think you can go with one of any of the 3 turnover on downs that the Mustang defense had, or any of the 3 takeaways that the Mustangs defense had. How about this? This Mustangs team going into the season didn't have one single starter back on that side of the ball. They hold Desert Hills to 14 points tonight, and they did it with defense, and then a great performance tonight by Still Barber. And I thought he really looked good, spreading the ball around to receivers. I thought they stayed aggressive all night long, and interception in the end zone by Baker before the half.
Yeah,
you had that one to seal it there by Jay Sweeten, and then Rowan Williams stripped the ball, and I want to say Baker recovered it if I'm not mistaken. So some big plays tonight. They're going to go get in front of their student section and give a little love to the fans that have come over here from the field house to watch them win this football game.
Yeah, we talk about turnovers and how they can impact games. Normally the team that wins the turnover battle wins the game. And, Brock Baker right before the half, I felt like that was the biggest play until Jay Sweeten just walked off the whole game. But right before the half, the Thunder looking to notch closer, to, draw close. And then, of course, the interception right before half and by Brock Baker. And then Jay Sweeten. It's desperation time. They're making their last couple efforts at the end zone, and you just end the game. Huge plays by the defense. You mentioned the 3 turnover on downs. That's a credit to the guys up front being able to stabilize the line of scrimmage and prevent the run game. And Tyden Morris, other than his 48-yard burst for a touchdown, was kept in check for the most part. And I thought it was a great game by the Crimson Cliffs defense.
For our radio audience, we're going to give you some stats. We're going to hand out some awards. For our TV audience, we're going to run through some of the highlights of this game. But pretty fair to say our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game, it's the Sweeten interception that sealed it in Crimson territory when Desert Hills was trying to go and tie this game up, or maybe even go for 2 and win it in regulation.
Yeah, Sweeten, of course, makes the biggest play of the game, the defining moment, and takes the ball out of the hands of the Thunder and effectively ends it. So that's got to be the playmaker play of the game.
Thanks to the boys at SLGE, the playmakers in the appliance business, across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. Appliance Wholesalers Plus, longtime proud sponsor of local high school football. Defensive play of the game, I kept saying this is it, and then it wasn't, and then this is it.
Well, we can vote. What do you think?
I'll let you have the call.
All right.
Morgan Pest Control, defensive stop of the game. Stop those pests. Call Morgan. 60 years serving Southern Utah. Look for their red trucks all over Southern Utah. All your pest control and termite needs.
Well, if we're going to give Jay Sweeten the playmaker play of the game, the defensive play of the game, I think has to go to that other interception with Brock Baker right before the half. I think those are the 2. One, obviously, one's the biggest play of the game. One's the other biggest defensive play.
The only other one that was when they ran that delayed draw, and then they ran the other quarterback keeper to wall. So 2 times on 4th and short, they got turnovers on downs. You could go with either one of those 2. Those in the second half. Take your pick. They were all great defensive plays.
All of them. Players making plays everywhere for the Crimson defense. We called so many different names today on offense and defense. I feel like there were 7 different receivers that caught balls. Tons of guys on defense contributing with tackles. All around great game for Crimson. They should be proud.
With the defense playing so well, it almost would seem apropos we picked a defensive player for our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game, but you got to throw Still Barber into that equation too, don't you? I mean, look at the numbers for Barber tonight. You saw him go 18 of 31, 274 yards, 2 touchdowns, and they get the victory. But then you look at the defense for the Mustangs. I'll tell you what, some big plays. McKay Wright had a great game. Jay Sweeten had 6 tackles, 2 solo, the interception late. Brayson Phillips I thought Morby had some. Rowan Williams called his name.
Yeah, he's forced the fumble.
But I probably lean still Barber, our Hearst Ace Hardware Player of the Game.
I feel like I was talking about it all game long, how surgical and precision he was with his passing all night long, and I feel like Steele deserves it. He hasn't been able to be in the position to get it the first couple of games. Had a coming out party tonight, though. What a game.
So Wayne Alafapo and the Mustangs come in and get the 21-14 victory. We'll take another 60-second timeout message from our great sponsors. We'll come back and we'll put a wrap on this, a little deeper dive into some statistics. We'll try to get you all the final scores before we say goodnight as well here inside our post-game show on Fox Sports Southern Utah and Region10Sports.tv. Back in 60 seconds. Mustangs win it 21-14.
Hearst Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. Hearst General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Asphalt.
390 Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, everybody. It's a final. Put it on ice. The Mustangs beat the Thunder 21-14. We know Snow Canyon went final up in Cedar City a little bit earlier before this game went final. They have won 20-17 over the Reds. So Snow Canyon Crimson winning. The game in Hurricane is still going. The lights went out. I don't know what happened there. They blew a fuse. Somebody turned the lights off. But they got the lights back on. They've resumed action. And I'm seeing 28-13 Tigers. Last update I have in that game was 11:05 left in the fourth quarter. So I don't know how long that delay went on with the lights being out, Paul. But right now, Hurricane in control, up by 15.
Yeah, this was a game we were talking about earlier on the show today on the drive, and how it was going to be a tight game. We didn't really know who would emerge, but Hurricane obviously looks like they're going to be the team out front tonight, up 28-13, like you were saying. Impressive.
Flyers trying to get healed up. They've had some injuries, but they're 2-1. They're on the bye tonight, so no Flyer score to update for you in our post-game festivities. Gosh, man, we had some Jason Baum Bay Equity Home Loans bombs today from both Bow Wall and Barbin. Man, we had so many of our Bow Auto Parts, crucial parts of the game. A lot of these two teams had some empty possessions, but again, the defense rung true to me. You look at some of the final statistics. Both these teams played great defense tonight, but just the timeliness of the big stops, the takeaways combined with the turnovers on downs. That 3 takeaways plus 3 stands to get fourth down stops, that's 6 empty possessions for the Thunder tonight, in essence.
Yeah. You know, and to hold a team as potent on offense as the Thunder to 14 points is a testament in its own.
Yeah, no question, no question. There's some talent on these two teams, though. Both these teams are very capable, win or lose this game, of making a run in the postseason. Yeah. I think these two teams are going to be tough outs come October and into November.
Fun game to call. Just saw athletes all over the place. It was incredible.
Again, Barbin 18-31, 274, 2 touchdowns. Did have the 1 interception. He is your Hearst Ace Hardware Player of the Game. How about Jay Sweeten making that Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game to seal it with the interception late? What did he pick it off? About the 18-yard line, 20-yard line? It was like a corner route.
Yeah.
And they were trying to get it down the field where they could take a shot, stop the clock, because the Thunder were out of timeouts, and Sweeten jumped it from a safety position. Ty West had a big touchdown in this game, and the receiving stats for the Mustangs spread out. 5 for 86 for Childs. That all came in the first half. Tyler West, he had most of his stats in the second half, 2 for 75 and a score. Jordan Eaton, 3 for 56. He had the first score of the night tonight, rushing 17 totes, only 38 yards for Mason Topalian, but he did have a 5-yard touchdown, and it was a big one, and it was a 21-14 lead. Okay, Wright led the way in tackles, but again, the takeaways were spread all over with Baker. Rowan Williams stripped a fumble. Baker then recovered a fumble, and then Sweeten with that final takeaway. Desert Hills, you look at some of their stats, 21-34 for Bo Wall, 176 yards, completed almost 62% of his passes, but did end up with 2 interceptions tonight. You know, at the end of the half, he was trying to throw a jump ball just to give his guy a chance to make a play, and then at the end he's, you know, trying to corner route there, and, you know, maybe he throws a little more zip on it, maybe a little bit more of a clothesline throw, maybe delivers a little bit earlier. They'll go to the film and look at that, but I still think Bo Wall is, I mean, as far as, you know, losing a 3-year starter, Noah Fuatololo, this kid has come in and played incredible and done a good job, and he's given Desert Hills chances to win games. And there's a chance they could get Fuatololo back at some point. We'll just have to wait and see. That's up to the doctors and all those things. Tyden Morris, monster game on the ground tonight. 19 carries, 139 yards, averaged 7.3 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns for Tyden Morris. Bo Wall, 11 for 40. Receiving numbers for the Thunder, Azen Cummings 6 for 83, Javian Cummings 5 for 36, Mortensen 4 for 35, Holmes, Crowell, Morris also had some catches in this game. So again, dust has settled. Region opener, 21-14 Mustangs prevail. Final thoughts from you, Paul?
Yeah, I just feel like Crimson played an all-around game tonight. Defense, offense, Steele, Barb, and Mason Topalian was quiet, but everybody stepped up for him defensively. You know, we had so many contributors, I can't even list them all, but 2 of them stand out to me, Jay Sweeten and Brock Baker, making 2 game-changing interceptions. Penalties were a storyline. Turnovers were a storyline. A little bit of a sloppy game, but a fun game to call, fun game to be a part of. And thanks for having me, Devin. I can't wait till we're back in the booth again.
Yeah, we will. We got some more games, and we will bid you good night. I'm seeing there's still plenty of time left in that Hurricane Pineview game, so you'll have to tune in tomorrow, St. George News, because they've got the Region 10 recap show. I'm seeing 28-13 Hurricane still leading in the 4th quarter, so that game I don't think has went final just yet. Next week, here is your region matchups as we're in the region play now. Friday, September 9th, Snow Canyon and Crimson Cliffs. That'll be a big one. I'll be over there with Connor doing that game next week. Pineview will play Dixie. That'll be the region opener for the Flyers. Caden and Keith will have the call in that game. North St. Pete will play Desert Hills. It's a homecoming game for the Thunder. And then Hurricane will visit Cedar City. So those are your 4 games next Friday night. Make sure and tune in tomorrow night. Big day for the state of Utah in college football. Huh? Paul, you got the BYU game in the afternoon. Early evening primetime game in the Swamp for the Utes. And then tomorrow night, the last in-state of Utah collegiate team to get it going will be the Trailblazers at number 7 Sac State. And it'll be an 8 o'clock pregame show, 8:30 the kickoff right here on Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Yeah, 3 intriguing games across the state. Utah State also playing Alabama, too. So
yeah.
Another game that's going on tomorrow. So 4 big ones, and I'll be sure to watch all 4.
Yep, big college football Saturday, Labor Day weekend in effect. You guys have a great Friday night. Didn't get the Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert in this game, but it looks like Hurricane, if my score is correct, has scored over 25 points tonight. So any Tiger fans out there or region fans, you can say, hey, the Tigers scored over 25 points. Go to Yogurtland tonight, get your free Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert. Holbrook Asphalt will pay for it. For Paul Ratliff, I'm Devin Dixon. For our camera crew, Dusty Allen, our video producer, Garrett Spitlup, our Fox Sports producer, we say good night where the Mustangs have won it 21-14 over Desert Hills. We'll see you next Friday night.
Southern Utah, the anticipation has been building. It's Region 10 football back under the lights on a Friday night. The matchup you've all been waiting for. Get ready for Region 10 football.
Here with Coach Rick Barry. Here we go, Coach. Preseason